2, 1.
And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Yes, we're live.
Yeah, I know. I just said that. But right here, Ultra Nights Podcast, Season 5, Episode 1. Like Hungry Box. 1, the Bidma. All right. Master Minos.
Greetings, everyone. This is Master Minos. How have you guys been? It's been quite hectic lately for me.
All right. Dark One. Are you still here? Okay, he's done.
Messing around on Apex.
Yes, the hell I am. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
No, because I get a kill streak over here. Hold on for a second.
Oh,
I got caught on there playing Fate Grand Order once. It's all right.
Are you doing cheat codes again, Dark One?
Yeah.
I knew it. You gotta stop those cheat codes, Dark One. Especially when you're streaming, because we can see you putting cheat codes in.
Yeah.
That's how people on Twitch got caught.
You were cheating in Halo. That we remember.
And some other game. I think it was Dead Space.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Oh, Hot Site, you might as well introduce yourself.
It wasn't
Yo,
Dead
it's
Space.
your
I thought it was
boy.
Halo.
Yo, it's your boy Hot Sauce, the regular guest. How y'all doing?
Superstar DC.
Yo, what's up? Superstar DC here. Did y'all know that Monster Hunter Stories 2 came out 2 days ago? I didn't.
I didn't.
Nope.
I did.
I
Monster
just touched
Hunter
Rise.
Number 2 is the only thing Capcom's really released this year. I care about.
Didn't oh, you said care about. I was about to say, didn't you know REA came out earlier?
Yeah, it came out earlier. All I
Yeah.
care about was Big Lady. But that's the story for this time.
Mommy milkers. Big
Yeah.
lady tits.
That's the story for this
Bahonka
time.
Donkers.
Sit on me.
Is Nicole still here? Oh,
She's still
she's still here.
Nicole San Diego? Oh, snap.
Yeah. This is Nicole San Diego, the favorite one of the crazy crew. And I'll probably be gone in like 20 minutes because my shift about to start soon. So, yeah.
Good luck with it either way, then.
Step on me, mommy milkers. Step on me, mommy milkers.
He is large and in charge.
Yeah, that's getting clipped. That's definitely getting clipped.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Me neither.
That takes stick to a whole new level. But getting off of that, for now.
Sorry if you hear stuff in the background. That's me.
That's
Yeah.
also me. I'm putting.
Mm-hmm.
Where the heck does this go? I don't know. I had to put the air fryer back together, but I don't know what parts go on what, so I just gave up.
You hear that? He's being a responsible child and cleaning. That's what everybody should be
It
struggling.
sounds like he's being irresponsible and not remembering how to put it back together.
Hey, it's clean. That's all that matters.
You know what's this clean Ender server?
I'm sorry, Epic. I tried to defend you. I tried.
Transition. All right.
With just
take it
200
away, Minnow Inter-
Just $2.50 per month will get you 65% off of standard web hosting and tons more for enderserver.net. That's if you want a site to help yourself out with. You could also go to Nicole San Diego for it, but you have to go directly to her.
Yeah, directly to her. Don't go to me.
Yeah, don't go to me either.
No, I think
I'd
she'll
just
design
ignore
it. I don't think she'll purchase you a license for
You
the
go
website.
to me. You go to me, but I'm gonna just take your money and say screw you.
Ah!
Yeah, it's a scam.
Don't get scammed. Shouts to FaZe Crew.
See what you did there?
And that,
Speaking of
that
scams,
shot was
don't worry, this
fired
one
like a
ain't.
sniper in Modern Warfare 2, clean headshot. Okay.
Speaking of scams, don't worry, this one ain't. Get response as well. Get response will also help you with your advertisement and your website.
All right.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Also, there's Razer.
So
Razor
DC,
blade
take over.
mango. Oh god.
Razer, you got
What happened?
Yeah, product
Razer.
Razer, not that Razer.
Razer, get your stuff from Razer, Razer.com. If you want your mouse and keyboards and monitors and all that, technology stuff, go get it from Razer because they got stuff from headphones, the keyboards, the mouse. I already said that, the monitors.
Yeah, down
Yeah,
that
go
weird
get your stuff from
accessory
Razer.
over here.
yeah, they also have a Nintendo Switch like thing.
Yeah, but
The
for your
Razer
phone.
Kishi.
And Among Us Among Us updated their game to 15 players. I don't know 15 friends.
It
I'm
does
sad.
have online.
I didn't know how many they had.
It
Oh,
does
come
have
on.
pure online. So brace yourself.
Well, Among Us always had online. It's just the fact that depending if you want to play with randoms, that's up to you.
Yeah. If you want to play with randoms, prepare for a time. I
Who's
might as
sitting
well
there
test that out
with
later.
it sounds like someone got an inhaler.
You know there's.
It's not an inhaler, but it's something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I was smoking. I was smoking a lot of Kush before I got up today, and it's still in my lungs.
Oh, I knew it. You
all
never
the way
got off
up.
the bong.
Hey,
Ain't a bong.
man, why not? But
Why not?
And Daz 3D.
Daz 3D. Let me tell you about Daz 3D. It has NVIDIA Iray render, which is a top-notch render that renders at about level of a Disney movie. Imagine you render out something and it looks like a Disney movie. And Dash 3D, amazing. You get free models off it. You can get free tutorials. There's also stuff you can buy, but so much free stuff. I never pay for anything, so Dash 3D, amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great program for broke people, so go get it today.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't lying. Go get it now.
Anything else you guys want to talk about before we get started?
Let's talk about the Phase crew real quick. Yeah. So some got suspended. Some got one of them. What was it? Phase? Was it Jarvis?
Yes.
For a crypto scam, right?
A crypto scam. Y'all scamming people for the children.
Crypto scam.
How you gonna scam people on something called For the Children?
Oh wow.
Damn, that's crazy. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. And Phase,
You said children. All they heard was suckers.
A lot of butt hurt.
It was a pump and dump this whole entire time. They told the kids it's for charity. It's for charity, all right. My bank account name is Charity, by the way.
I will say this: if you're looking at before you ever invest in anything, especially crypto, you should look up the trends of it. And if the trends have it where within a few minutes they can sell off their stock, you do not want to invest in that crypto. You want to invest in that takes at least a few days to a few weeks before they can dump it.
How about just don't invest in crypto until you have a good understanding on what you're doing, until you get a good understanding of what you're doing or what you need to do.
Responsible adult? No. This is America.
Yeah,
no.
totally. We actually have a couple more crypto related tales as well on here.
Go ahead, Nicole San Diego.
I was going to say about this pretty much. If you're going to do your research, also check out the reviews because sometimes, depending on who you try to invest in, some companies will have more negative reviews than positive. So read the reviews.
Yeah,
I'm a
please
broke boy,
do.
so I don't invest. I'm a broke boy, so I don't invest. So
Like I said,
I don't know anything about
Well,
that.
an investor can't invest.
yeah. But the problem with investing, especially with crypto is not as monitored as the stock is because it's crypto, you know. So you just gotta look at trends. Legally, they have to show you trends. So just look at them and make a firm decision off of that. If you're still not
I'm
sure,
so
uh,
I'm so broke. I'm ahead of the game. I smoke paper because black costs like $1 for a pack. I smoke paper because you can get a whole 120 pack from Walmart for a little bit of money. It's a good idea.
Oh, dear.
hey, I mean that's what you got to do. That's all I'm saying. Is
Oh, dear.
the phase has a, you know, they parted ways with one of the streamers and then suspended I think 2 3 others. Um, it's weird that Rice Gum's always in these different scandals and he's not part of Phase, but he lives in Phase house. So I really think Phase should do something about him. I don't know.
Kick that bitch out.
I wouldn't say that, but it's just weird because he lives in the same house and he does that same scams whenever FaZe does scams. So I really feel when the FaZe crew does scams. So I really feel like the overall company should.
Hang on. By the way, I'm just kidding. Let me redo this story real quick. Jarvis, Nikon, and TQ was suspended. K was kicked out.
K, it was K. Yeah, K was the one. Okay, so your Jarvis was suspended. K was kicked out.
Yeah, sorry. We're about to express some misinformation. Bad, but yeah, Jarvis and Nikon and TQ. I don't know FaZe, of course. So yeah, were suspended and K was kicked out.
Yeah, the last time I watched FaZe was FaZe Censor was still part. I don't think FaZe Censor is part of FaZe anymore anyway. But that was the last time I watched FaZe. Because I liked Censor. I liked his sniping skills in Call of Duty. About it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was about it. So yeah, this is like the 10th, I think, scam the FaZe crew's been in. I don't understand why these people keep doing stupid stuff. They make so much money. They could just keep streaming and not worry about anything.
No, the question is how much are they getting paid? Like, if you're doing this, either you don't get paid enough because money has to be an issue if you're doing stuff like this, or you're just retarded.
I need the latter, honestly.
I'd just say yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me use the cultural appropriation word. Stupid.
They just keep doing that stuff. I'm like, can y'all not?
Yeesh. By the way, if you're checking out the stream right now, the visuals have updated. Most of the visuals have updated. I have not yet to deal with the special / closing one.
Oh, nice. But yeah, so FaZe crew, everyone, stop scamming people.
Yeah, please.
There's an Epic. There's an organization called FEMA.
Oh.
FEMA?
Me my nuts.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the actual organization FEMA.
No. I'm serious. There is literally a real organization called FEMA. It just denied AIDS to black families that have lived in generations in the Deep South. That's the breaking news off of Yahoo, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about gaming, so let's keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get too political. People start getting upset.
Oh yeah. Did anyone else get treated horribly by the level 9 CPU of Kazuya in Smash?
Yo, he tried to put
no. I beat the shit,
and I just used Luigi down B because invincibility frames.
He was pretty tough, but no, he wasn't. But he gave Maximilian a short hard time before Maximilian adapted to it.
Yeah, honestly, is very tough.
I just kept doing Nair and down B. That beats a lot of stuff Kazuya wants because Luigi's a great character. He's also a bad character. He's both at the same time.
He's balanced, which in the fighting game that don't make a balanced character doesn't make a great character or a bad character at all. Like there's no such thing as a balanced character in the fighting game, by the way.
Although depending on who got the Smash community, Luigi's.
Damn it, if it wasn't interesting.
All right, fine. You pick Pichu against Luigi. Tell me how that shit go.
They keep nerfing people for some reason.
Yeah. Least trouble I had with him is shockingly Kirby. I only just use him for fun reasons, but
yeah, I love the Kirby versus Pichu matchup. I like Kirby in general.
Yeah,
Kirby's pretty good, underrated.
Yeah. Kirby likes to suck.
No, Kirby does suck.
Kirby.
And I'm still friends with y'all. Why?
I'm just being honest.
That's his main ability.
Yeah, it's his main ability, and that's how he got all those cute hats.
Hello, what's wrong, Nicole? That's his main ability. What you have to say about that? He has to inhale things.
Fucking.
You know what I meant by that, DC.
He eats the whole DK in order to become DK. Well, a DK variant.
Yeah.
Do you not hear yourself?
Yeah, he gets the fur.
It's not my fault.
He gets
eats
the fur.
The big monkey. He just eats. He doesn't swallow because he doesn't have teeth. All right, let's keep.
Yeah. Enough of this. All right. We have two top stories. First off, we're gonna have to have Epic deal with this here because this one deals with the State of Play event, the most recent State of Play event.
Trash. Trash.
State of Play had an event. Oh, they did. Oh.
Yeah, they actually had an event.
Yeah, Sony State of Play. So they shut off games.
Here's 7 of them.
No. Epic said it right. They shut off games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually did that. Moss Book 2, A Cardageddon, Hunter's Arena Legends, Jet to Far Shore, Lost Judgment, Director's Cut of Dead Stranding. We're gonna get to that in a little bit later.
The game's overrated.
And Deathloop.
So Deathloop, they didn't show off anything we haven't seen yet. I think that game's gonna be interesting, but like every single trailer of Deathloop has showed the same exact stuff over and over and over again. Has not shown anything new. So if they don't care enough to show me anything more, I don't really care enough to talk about it. Okay. So
you want my opinion or yeah, good.
I went to sleep during the event, so I didn't watch the whole event. I ended up watching the trailers later on because, like I said, I went to sleep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, about Lost Judgment. I had no idea that was a thing until right here. I've heard of that one.
I'm more excited for Lost Judgment than I am for Deathloop, to be honest, because Deathloop, I wouldn't say they just keep showing us the exact same thing. It just doesn't look interesting to me. It just looks like stylistic. Can I say Borderlands? No, I'm not going to say Borderlands. You could say Dishonored, but it looks something else.
Yeah, it looks like a clone of Borderlands to me.
BioShock.
Yeah, BioShock, there it is. Like a more funky BioShock than a Dishonored or anything else. And I'm just like, it doesn't really look that interesting to me, to be honest. And it's probably because what Epic said. They keep showing us the exact same shit. They don't show us anything new. It's like they keep telling us, oh, this game exists. Yes, I know it exists. So stop shoving the same shit in my face.
It looks like a We Happy Few.
No. I don't see that.
Well, kind of.
I didn't catch that
I don't
one.
see that.
Okay, hold on. Let me send this message. Copy image. Anyways, continue with y'all's discussion.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sounds
send it
like
in Skype.
something didn't.
By the way, if y'all didn't know, they showed off a little bit of Demon like I want to say Demon Souls, not Demon Souls, Demon Slayer by CyberConnect. That's actually going to be fire. But they showed off the boring. They showed off the boring part. They didn't show like any of the in games in the cinematics. They should have showed that because they didn't even show a lot. The part that they showed was kind of boring, so it's cool.
Oh, right, that. It was just a teaser,
Christ no ba as a
from what I've seen.
Kimetsu no
They
Yaiba.
game they're working with China Star or whatever. It's the Star project where they're giving Chinese game developers shine on this PlayStation platform. I still have seen nothing about Lost Soul Aside since they had showed Lost Soul Aside, but they showed off another China Star project game at this state of play, which probably won't come out for 4 years, seeing as Lost Soul Aside still hasn't come out or shown anything since first time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kenna,
As
that's
much
the
as
name. I'm excited
as
for
much as
Kenna.
as much as I love you guys, I gotta go.
All
Alright,
See you,
right.
Nicole.
later.
See you later,
Say hey.
Nicole.
Alright, this Nicole San
Bye.
Say
Diego.
it to the sun when you see it tomorrow.
This Nicole San Diego. I'll see y'all later, and don't do anything I want to do.
Make bad decisions. Make bad decisions. Make bad decisions.
we always do that all the time.
Speak for yourselves. You're saying.
Anything else before we move it?
I see your point, Hotshot. And the only thing I can grab for both of them is they both got pretty. Like they both got bright. They both as bright as shit.
I just think their artistic styles are like their artistic design is really similar.
You know, I'm agree with you on that one. Yeah. But we
Like-
we on. Oh, go ahead.
Like the fact that the gun says "pow pow" on it, I'm like, and the woman in the background of the picture I sent, she's got that like really. I don't know what to describe what's on her face, but it looks like makeup, like back ass. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. As soon as I saw that and I saw the dress, I'm like, this looks like We Happy Few to me.
And I would say,
Yeah, and I
can
definitely see it.
Why you say that?
I can
Man,
definitely see a comparisons.
potential. That game was trash.
What game?
We happy few.
They made so many like updates to it though. It was weird. Like,
Everybody thought it was gonna be like a single player narrative type of game. It was a single player open world type of game. And that's where I was like, bro, we got too many single player open world games. I'm not playing another one.
You really have a objective, really. Just don't let them catch you not on your happy pills. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
well,
So much potential.
It's
Just
like,
stay on the happy pills and you're good. Unfortunately, not everything's good.
What's that game called?
Take your
It's like the secret neighbor, like the villain neighbor, or whatever it is.
Hello, neighbor?
Hello,
Neighbor.
Neighbor.
That's a good game.
Hello Neighbor
Yeah.
had so many integrations of it. It's like beta to what it has now. It's like it was more of a puzzle game at one point, and then it was more of like it's had so many integrations, and that's how I feel about We Happy Few. Like the first concept of it was good, but it was still being developed. Is what I'm thinking.
Let's hop on Apex Legends. I'm down to play some Apex Legends, whatever. But yeah, and I'm gonna wrap this up. Deathloop, they keep showing like with like I said with Monster Hunter Stories 2, they keep showing me this over and over. Like I'm going to buy it. If I have any interest in it, I'll pick it up. If I don't, then it's just not gonna. No matter how many trailers you're gonna show me, I'm just not interested. In Deathloop, I'm just not interested because it just looks like another first-person shooter. I would have loved it if it was like a first-person horror game because we don't have a lot of, for some reason they don't like to make horror games anymore like that or fighting games like that, and I really would like to see more around those genres than just another first-person shooters. Because if you want me to be honest, I'm kind of burnt out with first-person shooters, and a lot of games are like that from the AAA space. I don't like games like that.
Hey guys, I have to go.
All right, see you.
Really?
Yeah, but
See you later then.
I'll definitely talk to y'all later. I'm sorry I had to dip out early.
Yeah, he got stuff to do. Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody's.
It's all right.
Time on.
All right, I'll talk to y'all later. This has
right.
been the regular guest hot shot, and I'm out.
Bye-bye.
Good. Now we can make even worse decisions.
Ooh. I like bad decisions.
Yeah.
Hey, Dark One, you're quiet. Why you quiet, Dark One?
Yeah.
Because you go like, why this motherfucker you're quiet? Just say like, what
I say you're never quiet.
You do a martini.
Because he's focusing on
drinking up and
Apex.
drinking it.
Yeah, he was still playing Apex.
Yeah, I almost got killed, but I didn't. So,
Well,
but
congratulations.
not only that, I don't cheat on freaking FPS game because those like fucking. I don't cheat on them too on console. PC, I really don't cheat at all. But my friends, they cheat a lot. I do not cheat. Like Titanfall 2, I don't cheat on that game. That game is like I love that game since high school. I don't know cheat on that game. I'll play that game like constantly over and over again. But Apex, I know cheat on that game. Never. But I got a 152 kill streak on my one main character. But not only that, I also got a 8 kill streak with Revenant.
I was about to say, why you put your friends on blast like that? Like my friends cheat, but I like
like, damn, this motherfucker out.
Yeah, let's move it.
Friends, they'll be like, this nigga over here.
Like, this motherfucker hell no. The fuck is this? Like you just dead and look at me like.
So about the Nintendo Switch OLED model, it just appeared.
I like it at the same time. It remind me of the I want to know that they have the camera say. I didn't see the trailer of it. All this is new to me, but I did hope they're making a whole new model of it too. I think I like buying with the they probably make a huge brand new of it, like a whole upgrade from the Wisdom to the Switch though. I like it at the same time though. They said this from day one when the first had the Nintendo Switch model out. But to me, if they wouldn't go like all out though, I wanted to see what the other guy did. Like he built it onto a Switch, but it got camera attached to it and also kind of like a DS too. He still put it onto it too and put the TV, and now you put like a DS. That was interesting as hell.
Yeah.
But to me, it was nice and smooth.
Yeah, same.
Like Xbox or PlayStation, but like if Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo come together as one, and this was the probably what made.
Yeah, I view it exactly the same as the XL series from the 3DS family, but
yeah. Oh no, I was gonna say that's cool and all, but OLED, not really interested. Just looks like they did nothing with to power up beef up the Switch. Fucking some games are gonna be lagging on it, and if you want to see lag in 4K, lag in high definition, well, not want to say 4K, but lag with a pretty screen, go ahead.
That's what I was about to say.
Is there a Nintendo Switch with more storage in the OLED screen, so crisper image?
Well, it does have more storage. It does have a crisper image, but still it has the same problems.
Well, yeah, it still has the same custom Tegra chip. I know Richard Review Tech USA keeps saying Tegra X1. It is not using Tegra X1 chip. It's using a custom Tegra chip. But yes, that chip is closer to the 1 than it is to the 2. But, it's important to say exactly what it actually has in it, not, the wrong thing. So yeah,
I'm just gonna say it's outdated. it's still outdated. It
already.
It still has the outdated chipset in it, custom Tegra. It doesn't. It literally has the same stuff as regular Switch. It just has more storage and a crispier screen.
Yeah. Here's
some
the
people
bigger.
are upset about it, but I don't know why they're upset. Oh, it has an Ethernet port. That's right. That's it. It has those three new things.
Let me say this real quick because I'm thinking, Epic, are you hitting on the exact same wavelength when we say you're going to buy it anyway? You're going to buy it anyway. We know.
Yeah, they're going to buy it anyway.
If they have a good trading deal for the Switch going into the OLED, like you can get the OLED for like $100 and just give you your regular Switch in, I might do it. But other than that,
yeah.
With Nintendo,
Everyone
about
expected the
DS
Pro.
games.
Yeah, but everyone expected the Pro here, and most likely they're gonna still hold out for the Pro. That's if it does happen.
How about y'all just buy a Wii U?
I didn't
Please.
catch none
That's
of
just
that.
please. That system left before it could shine, and it's like a
didn't
better
catch none of what you just
system to
said.
be.
But I will
Oh
say,
wow!
It's a little bit of a better system to me when it comes to power slick.
Mhm.
what I would say about the Switch OLED is, I think it was our podcast, season 4, episode 2, when we talked about the rumors of Switch Pro. I said there was not going to be a Switch Pro. They were just going to probably make it like a DSi kind of Switch. They did. It's not called,
Yes, they
Switch
did.
SI. But it's the Switch OLED. So, call me a Negrodamus. I made a lot of different predictions in this podcast that came true. Maybe I should stop podcasting and start doing TV infomercials. Who knows? But
are you sure? Are you sure that you are you sure you could predict? Like, honestly, I feel like anyone could have predicted what Nintendo was going to do because Nintendo
I
has
don't
a
know.
really.
And it's not putting Rich on blast. He kept saying that Nintendo was making a Pro, and I kept saying they're not. And then only one of us were right. Yeah.
Because I can honestly guess to say that Nintendo's next action is literally going to be, we're just going to release something to make the people shut up, because that's what they do when people keep speculating shit online. If they keep asking Nintendo the exact same shit, they'll just put something out just to get you to shut up. And then after a while, if they feel like putting a Pro out, they'll put a Pro out.
My theory with the OLED model is, I think this is the model they want to put out for Switch anyway, but at the time they released the Switch, 2017, OLED was a little more expensive. OLED is now, like, as of 2019, has become way more affordable. So I think that's why they did OLED.
Oh yeah.
Honestly.
Which, let me just say right now,
especially after last year.
Let me just say this right now. I don't think that this system was a bad call. I think if you don't have a Switch and you're looking for something, there's this Switch was meant to be an option, like how Nintendo loves to do all their systems. It's an option. It's not supposed to get you to switch to the other side. It's supposed to be hey, if you want it, it's right here if you want it.
I like what you did there. Switch to the other side. But this is only. Also, someone said something about the Switch. They said the OLED model doesn't make sense because it's only $50 cheaper than a PS5. It is a PS5 is $500. Do they mean the PS5? Wait, how much? Yeah, they think they meant all digital, but
that's just $400 without tax.
Yeah,
no one's buying that version. PS5, the main version of selling is the disc one because, surprise, surprise, right now gamers like disc. It's slowly going more to digital, but discs are still very popular.
Yeah, physical is still very good.
I'm gonna just say it like this because I still say that people are kind of buying the digital because I did hear that the digital did sell out. But how are you gonna get a PS5? PS5 are downright unattainable at this point. So if you can either wait for them to be back in stock or you can just get a Nintendo Switch. Your choice. Your move. That's all I say. Your move.
Also, someone's trying to compare the Switch OLED to the PS Vita. No. I mean, I like the PS Vita. I'm one of the people who actually like the PS Vita, but no. PS Vita was a console that Sony dropped and immediately stopped caring about. I don't know why.
Wait,
Well, I see what they're saying because it was like, oh, they had a similar idea. I'm like, yeah, they had a similar idea, but let's see what they do with execution, all right? Let's see what they do with execution.
Mm-hmm. Also, difference is the Vita started off as OLED. That version is still, so they did the LCD model. The Switch did the opposite, where I don't think the Switch now is LCD. It's a different type of screen, and now it's going to OLED with this OLED model. But when the Vita first came out, there was no other model. It was only OLED, and that was it. I used to follow Via heavily. I thought it was a great console. I just really, really, really think Sony dropped the ball on it.
It was a great console.
Yeah.
It's just no, it wasn't fucking with it because Sony wasn't fucking with it.
Yeah, Sony kind of just dropped support of their
Yeah.
console when they dropped the console. That's pretty much it.
Hey,
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Sony drops the console as soon as they drop the console.
Yeah.
I mean,
They
that's
dropped
literally
they dropped the audience that actually cared about them first. They
Also,
dropped
they have-
audiences that actually cared about them first.
I'll say a lot about console saying you can play all PS3 games on the go. You can only play certain titles through what do you call it? Through the mirroring. As long as you within 50 feet or something. It was something like that.
It was a Switch. It was actually that was ahead of its time than the Switch. Funny enough.
Yeah, Nintendo said, "Hey, that didn't work for you guys. Let's do it, but better," and it didn't work.
Yeah, and then that worked.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. But yeah, the OLED model. Am I disappointed with it? No. I think it's disappointment. No. I think Twitter's exaggerating, but then again, it's Twitter.
Yeah, the whole internet
on
was
Twitter.
exaggerating, or so I
Learn
think.
your lesson. Bonk, learn your lesson.
Yeah.
On Twitter is like,
Yeah.
you never say anything negative just because they want to say anything negative. That's Twitter.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like I said, I mean, it is what it is. I don't care. As long as, I mean, people who are complaining about it are still going to buy it. That's the worst part. I'm not complaining. Like I said, if they have a good trading offer, I'll go for it. If they don't, I'll keep my Switch. I have no problem with my Switch. I play a lot of games. I play a lot of Smash because my boy Kazuya is on there. So, yeah. But yeah. About it. Awesome. Also,
Anything else before?
Great game.
Anything else before we move it?
Because I agree with y'all. They do need to make a more powerful, more beefy Switch, but at the exact same time, I don't think I should boo this console because this console is literally meant to be, if you want a prettier screen, here it is. So I agree they should make a powerful one. And yeah, I do agree that they should make a powerful one, but I also agree that this system is like, it's like, if you want it, you can get it. It's not a bad idea.
They're making a more powerful Switch in 2023. It's going to be a whole new Switch that's going to be the next gen console. You can quote me on that.
There you go.
Understood.
There you go. There you go. Quote them on that. I think that I think either they're gonna release a new Switch when the global chip shortage is done, because like we're up to speed and everything, or they're just gonna make like another system one day. What I mean by one day, I'll fall off into the future.
The Switch is 4 years old now, so in 2023 it will be 6. And like I said, Nintendo consoles, I don't think there's been one that went over the 6-year mark. Like they'll still support it, but like they released another console within that 6-year time. But I think the Wii was the only console. I think we might have had a 7-year life cycle. Don't quote me on that. I don't. The Wii came out in 2006, right?
And as a handheld, how long did the 3DS last?
6 years.
Yeah, you got a point there. All right, I'm sorry.
No, I was just thinking. Now that the Wii had a 6 year, but 2006 to 2012, because the Wii U came out 2012. Yeah. I think the 3DS might have had a 7-year life cycle. Did it?
Could be.
I think it did.
Didn't the 3DS come out? Didn't 3DS line come out in 2013? 2011?
Yeah, it came out in 2013. No, dude, I don't know. I don't have these off the top of my head. So.
Yeah, me neither.
But
the only reason I'm kind of confused is literally because we're under Nintendo's under new management, and it's hard to say what this new management is gonna do.
Yeah,
because
totally.
they have opened a theme park. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead first.
All right, I was like, they opened a theme park in like Japan, and I heard that theme park did good at first, but it's not doing good because of COVID. And we're supposed to get like another one in Orlando, and they're planning to see what a theme park they're gonna do.
They closed it down when spikes happened in Japan. I think they went to triple digits, so they closed it down. But once they open it back up, it's gonna get those people coming back to once COVID slows down some more. But
yeah.
I know right
That's
now.
If.
Right now management is doing contrary to popular belief, is doing exactly what Iwata detailed out. Because Iwata detailed out they think it's a 10-year plan for the Switch. That doesn't mean Switch is going to last 10 years. That means he detailed a 10-year plan. And right now they're still following that plan. So we'll see when they release their next console. That's when we'll probably start seeing more of what the new president is doing. Because right now he's been doing pretty much what Iwata detailed out. Not saying that he's not competent. It's just we haven't really seen his plans yet.
And his one of his plans, I think it's not just him. I think it was Nintendo's plan all along. They're trying to make a Nintendo name more of a thing. Like they're trying to branch out to do different things. So it's hard to tell what they're going to take this new Switch in this direction. That's why I do believe with Epic. I don't think they really want to touch the Switch like that because they're scared of making something new and failing on that on the video game aspect. But because they want to keep the Switch, they want to keep the Switch the Switch. Here's one of his plans. They want to try to experiment with other things outside of Switch. Keeping the home base home, but also kind of slowly and do new things. Pretty much what I'm trying to say. So I don't see them trying to branch out too far from the Switch. And if they do get old, I feel like they're either going to maybe do a revision or they might go with a new console. Let's just wait and see. That's all we can do at this point.
Yeah, because this is because their next console, that's gonna be the first console they release without Yoshi or Iwata. The original president passed away, I think 2012, and then Iwata, who of course passed away in 2015. That'll be the first console they release without either.
As of here, this is also the 5th anniversary of Iwata's passing, or so I saw.
Rest in peace.
May rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, and Nintendo right now, I have known that a lot of people notice. Nintendo right now is going through an awkward phase where it's like it's not like they don't know what to do. It's like they don't have a quote unquote figurehead and they're trying to figure out, who's gonna be our new figurehead. A figurehead is not like a person like in like the man head of the company, but it's like somebody who can come out and speak and everybody can job with that person. And I'm sorry, but Iwata set a gold standard. It might take out years till y'all find like a current figurehead, but I just gonna have to figure it out now.
Yeah, because Iwata, he liked to be out there, and this before he even became president, he liked to be out there, just do all these funny little skits and stuff, and that was just always the Iwata thing. So it's I said the next console they release will be the first console they have released without either of those two people's input, basically dad and granddad kind of thing. So they're definitely in an interesting position, and it's interesting to see what happens after the Switch runs its course.
Yeah, they're at a, like I said before, they're at an awkward phase. I feel like they will figure it out, but right now until that happens, we're gonna get mixed signals. Because let them do the whole theme park, because I really want to go to that theme park in Japan. I still want to go, but the problem about that is everything in Japan is closed. They're not letting they're not letting visitors from other countries. Is it strictly United States or is it?
It's like every country, because
literally
apparently the Olympics coming up soon too.
Yeah.
So they're gonna say that because every single
crap is getting worse in other places, and they just did another state of emergency somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's just strictly certain Asian countries right now, and not all of them, but certain countries around that area they're allowing in small amounts. Right now, they don't want a flood of people coming in because they got down to I think double digits, then they went up to triple. And they're trying not to go past triple digits
because they refuse to either they refuse to take the vaccine or they're not getting enough people to take their vaccine, and they had like a COVID spike and they got scared and they closed the country, and then they're gonna see a slow trickle out. Because United States, the United States is at a point where they're about to reopen, even though I still feel like it's not a good idea.
Yeah, the new
same
came out too, and now it's getting worse too. This time put off saying, it's going down, but actually going back up. So this is kind of put off what they did last time.
I'm gonna say it. United States, we're the only. I don't know why we're the only country. Well, I wouldn't say we're the only country, but we have a lot of. We have like a lot of idiots in here.
Fucking weak.
We got a lot of fucking dumbasses in here.
We're run by idiots. What do you think was going to happen?
We got too much pride. That's the problem right there. We got nipped at the bud. Come with some shoes and just put it like in there. Some of the pride BS. God dang.
It's like we got a lot of idiots in this country.
If it ain't this, it's the vaccines messing everyone. It's vaccines messing some of everyone up. And if it ain't the vaccines messing some of everyone up, it's just the people getting corona anyway. And if it isn't that, it's definitely something else. And you can bet it's out of their own stupidity.
I'm sorry, but I was trying to say it's also the fact that when you take a vaccine, when you go home, you need to take time for your body to get adjust to it, because it's not like after you take your vaccine, you're like, okay. Sometimes it even takes 2 doses of vaccine for your body to, 2 doses of vaccines and time for your body to get adjusted and immune to it. Some people just thinking that as soon as you take the vaccine, you're okay. No, that's not the case. You need time for your body to get used to that.
My coworker, she took one vaccine. She had to take, I think, a 2 day off. Because she said it hurt a lot, and she needed to get West on it too. But me, when I take shots like that, I can just walk it off like easy. I got freaking hit in the leg for 3 days ago. I just walked that bitch right off. But apparently, this he like 3 days or like a couple of days off and stuff too. Because they said, I think the first time you get 2 days off, a second time I think you get 3 days off. Because she said the second time hurt the most. She don't understand why, but it hurts the most, so she had to take a couple of days off.
Well,
it definitely isn't compatible with everyone, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know my aunt had to do that, so I don't know. Like, you don't have to take the vaccine if you want to, but like if you do, just be careful. If you don't, be careful. Either way, just there's a lot of misinformation going out on both sides. Like, just use your brain. You have a
be careful.
Brain.
Yeah, totally.
I'll be right back. Without me, I gotta go.
Okay. Ready to move to the PlayStation area.
I was about to say real quick, I have not taken the vaccine yet. It's me personally, just like I just don't want to take it right now. And there's like a Delta. I heard there's like a COVID Delta variant going out that's even more stronger than a regular variant.
Yeah, because what it is that the COVID. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you off. The COVID, I've been studying it too, and my mom, I was studying it too. My mom's a doctor, so she knows what's going on too. What it is, the COVID virus is that it will actually mutate every week to every month. So say it was like after 1 week, it will mutate real quickly because it was to a point where it will not stop mutating. The human society, though, humans have discovered a way to actually hold it off to a point where you can get it, but humans have to start over again and again and again because every week to every month or so, it will keep multiplying over and over again to a point it gets to a new variant. Once that happens, my mom said what's going to happen is that they keep starting over and over again. But what they're going to do is most likely probably going to do a fake report, say going down, and make a false advertisement saying, oh, yeah, the COVID's going down, though. Here you go. Here the COVID vaccine just will help out. Even though there are all new COVID variants coming out, though, the medication that we have today, the humans created, is just to help stop it or slow it down for that one strand, though. The problem, though, every week to every month or so, new strands of COVID coming out, too, to a point where we cannot stop it. So what we need to do, start all over again, start filing a brand new one, though. It is nice and all you making a variant for the humans so to help them, stop them getting sick. The problem is that we need to figure out how we got nipped at the bud. Like the lockdown, I didn't mind it because the reason why I love COVID because teach people how to be clean, safe, teach you guys how to spend time with your family when you spend time with the saying you love it, and not only that though, share it to saying you gotta have most in life and start wasting like a dipshit on a daily basis and use your damn common sense for once you're in fucking life. You can't do that, then I don't know why your humans still alive. To get the hell out of here at this point.
Are ready to finally move it to the PlayStation area. We've been here for a while.
Like, I'm done. I'm done talking about fucking COVID. Are y'all done? And I'm like, all right, if you want to move on,
are y'all finished or y'all done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. That's all I have to say.
Damn, I can do it like that. Are you finished or are you done? All right, go ahead. Go ahead. All right, we go to PlayStation News.
Even more of a trip. This this first one's a quick shot one. If you have the PS4 version of Death Stranding and you want to upgrade, don't worry. It's just for an extra $10.
An extra $10. That is like a
Yeah.
fucking scam, though. That was some professional type shit. Oh, you don't like the DLC we gave you? Here, here's another DLC. This is gonna cost $59.99. That's all it's gonna be. It's another fucking damn DLC. They're doing right now, actually. Hell, they got a fucking
the
DLC
director's
with the Bloodhood Steel and some fucking mutants, and it's cost like fucking, I think, like $60. Yeah, about $60, $19, something like that.
Yeah.
Just for the DLC. And the game's like, I think, trying to make it like a use for free or something like that. Like the base game for free, but the other stuff you gotta buy. It's BS.
Question: What does director's cut come with?
New story missions, multiple enemies, more combat abilities, and they have a new mini game.
Wow,
and that's stated here.
Wow, pass. You got. That's
also you're able to transfer your save. You're able to transfer your save from the PS4 to the PS5, and you can do this with both the PS4 and 5. All according to article.
Okay, so those who like Death Stranding and you have like a PS4, you could just spend $10 to get the PS5. Like, what is it? $10 for the PS5 version and the director's cut if you already have the PS4 version.
Just the PS5. No, just the director's cut. If you already have the original, you have to pay $10 for the director's cut.
Alright, so if I have a PS4, it's just $10 for the director's cut. But if I want the PS5 version, I have to spend a full $60?
No.
$70?
No, you can actually do the same with the PS5.
You hear that? I'm clearing things up for those people out there listening. No, just if you have the PS4 version, just spend $10 for the director's cut. You can get the PS5. You get the PS5 director's cut version.
Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
Oh no, I'm not buying that shit. Just spend $20. I want to spend $20 on the Final Fantasy Integrate.
I don't know what they do like extra stuff.
Yeah.
They like it.
And if Epic was here, Epic would say, "I'm not spending $10 extra on a walking simulator." All right, there you go.
He's spending extra $10 on a walking simulator.
Well, case closed.
Case closed.
Now we move on to the longer one. Apparently, authorities had to seize thousands of PS4s because people were crypto mining with them.
That I have heard about. That is actually interesting about that. I think people are actually using that for like a farming method to get crypto money or something like that, so they can turn to like actual money or something like that. I don't know how crypto money actually works though, but people are using that to data mine that whole thing. I was surprised you can legit have a console gaming device. I thought they'd be doing like some PC and stuff like that, like underground hacking groups like that. No, it's some freaking console. There's got some consoles. We'll do what Kim Jong-un used to do. You have all these PS4s and shit, and just trying to make a nuclear bomb out that bitch. But no, we're just cutting the money out of that.
They were messing with PCs for a while until here.
Is that the limit? They really couldn't get new PCs or get new graphics cards, so they just went over and just bought out PS4s. They can try to crypto mine. Did they successfully do it, or did they just try?
They've been successfully doing it, I think.
Wow! Holy shit! Let me try to go buy my PS4 real quick. Hold on a second.
And that was actually the reason why it was so hard to get graphics cards, let alone the PC.
Let alone the PC, but if you're coming over to the console space, that's going to be an issue. Which, by the way, Sony and Microsoft is not doing anything about with the is it stalking issue? Yeah, with the stalking issues.
Oh,
and the people buying up consoles. So you better be scared.
50,000 pieces of hardware total. 3,800 PS4s have them.
Yep.
500 also have it. 500 graphics cards and 50 processors also got confiscated within the raid.
OLED?
Yeah, within this raid, which I'm calling it.
Oh shit! Oh damn!
Prices are definitely going to be jacked up due to this.
Yeah. Oh boy. Jesus Christ!
Ugh.
I can't wait for the holidays.
Oh, don't
What
worry. Same here.
what holidays?
What?
If
I
little
can't wait
Timmy
for the
didn't get his
holidays.
PS5, what you expect little Timmy getting his PS4?
Yeah. His parents are going to have a harder time getting that junk.
I know. How much I can't wait for the holidays? It can be so hard to get that shit now. You're like, yeah, PS4. No, damn it. That shit got too fucking much. Man, that's happened to win. Why do I want PS4 so bad? Why can't you get PS5? I don't want PS4.
Why can't you just be normal and get a PS5 like Jimmy? But I can't get Jimmy bought like $1,000 worth of fucking scalper gas.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, little Timmy knew that junk was being scalped. No,
And then have you heard? Wait, hang on. In scalper news, I don't know if y'all heard. Have you ever heard the fact that a college, I think it was, I wouldn't say college or high school student, they like fucking scalped the consoles and almost made like $500,000 from that shit.
Oh, yeah.
No, I haven't.
I've heard some of that.
Yeah, that when I heard that, I was like, what the fuck is going on? I said, honestly, I could have did that shit too, but I didn't want to because I'm not a fucking scumbag.
He could have kept it a low profile at least.
It's not because it's not illegal to scalp. It should be illegal to scalp, to be honest. In my eyes, it should be, but it's not illegal to scalp. But come on, if you're just buying consoles, like it wasn't just. I don't think he was just scalping systems. He was scalping like Pokemon cards and all that shit. But I wouldn't do that. Not because of integrity, because I feel like it's like an asshole move to do. But if you're making a success out of it, good for you, man. Good for you. Mm-hmm. You're an asshole, but good for you're an asshole. Like, good for you, man.
But good work.
Story of my life. Anything else before we move it?
Nope.
No, we can move it.
Now we're moving on to Microsoft. And they had...
Wait, what?
That came out wrong. They're reportedly looking at dropping Xbox Live Gold, and they're waiting until the Game Pass hits a certain milestone.
Yeah, I saw that. They said they might have give a Xbox Gold, and so because they're gonna because they said they want to like change the stuff up too, but I don't know how they're gonna do that though.
If you want my take, I can see why this could be a problem, because if you're used to paying $10 because they want to switch to the Ultimate plan, because Ultimate, you got games and you're also online, so they see it as a win-win. But if you're a person who just be like, well, I don't want the extra games, I just want to play online with my friends, I can see where that's a problem, because we're just live is like $10, and then what if you don't have $10? And what if you only had like $10, you just want live, and for the month for like $10, that's good. But I'm gonna just play devil's advocate and just say, if you save up $5 extra, which at the moment highly unlikely, but if you could spend like $5 extra, then you can like, hey, like Game Pass is not a bad idea. Because Game Pass is a good value. It is a good value for $15. You got a lot of games to play. And you're online, and then if you and your friends got it, then you and your friends can literally play like exact same games together. It's a deal, but at the exact same time, I say that you should give people that option.
Is it 15 a month or 15 a year?
15 a month, which is a problem, because which is a problem because Xbox. If you hear me, I've been trying to get a fucking yearly. Oh, he's a dumbass. Well,
Oh,
Xbox,
that's
like
bad.
Xbox, I am trying to get a yearly thing.
You my co-host.
Like yeah, I'm trying to get like I wouldn't say like a yearly bundle or anything like that. Yeah, I'm just trying to get it by like a year. Like, hey, you can get Xbox Live for like 1 year. That's what I'm trying to do, but they don't have that option. You can only buy up to 3 months, and that's it.
What?
Yeah, that's a shitty thing to do too. Like they give me the option, but I said nope, I ain't doing that because what they do is that they make a huge problem, and then after that, once that problem is solved for a good month or so, and when the next event comes in, okay, we gotta fix this one problem right here, and then they become like the heroes of the whole concept. People are like, oh, it's fine, they did this and that. That would have did with the whole do not disturb thing and stuff too. Because people are hyped about that. At the same time, though. They're putting the whole thing from the beginning because they're trying to make it look like they're the hero at the end of the day.
Personally, I think they need a yearly sub in order to actually go along with this, or they just look horrifically bad.
Yeah.
I say don't trash it because you can still give people that option. They're waiting for they're waiting for like I wouldn't say a reason, but like a clear view that, hey, look, a lot of people who's adopting this Xbox Ultimate plan. Even I updated my Xbox Ultimate and I'm like paying again for Xbox Ultimate because I think it's a good deal and a good value. You get online and then you get like a tons of games to play, which I am doing that. But at the exact same time, if I want to go out and buy a game, I'll go out and buy a game. Haven't gone out and buy a game because that shit's $60. but I might be picking up Resident Evil maybe next week.
Yeah, Resident Evil is a good game, but I got some good games on my end right now. I got like Phoenix Scar Nexus, Watchdog Legion. I got the DLC for that for Bloodline 2, and also Apex Legend.
Okay. I hear you.
But I'm trying to get down like 2 though. Cause I probably wait till December the 7th because that's game gonna be ball as fuck. I'm playing down live right now, and that game I'm balling that game too. But like I need to finish off a couple games too. I got Warzone, Code Vein, Warframe, Glitter Auto, and Destiny 2. I got to play the new events out right now too. So I'm like busy on my games already.
So you said bitch better have my money? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. The game like my ethical like my money over there, boy.
Yeah, got money over here, ho. You got my money.
Yeah, but if I haven't said everything else, if I need to end it off this thing for me, I would say don't get rid of gold. Give people the option, but at the exact same time, I think it's like a lot of value. A lot of fucking value.
Yeah.
For you to just have like right there.
Yeah.
How to do it?
Once again, personally,
like you can't.
Once again, personally, if they are going to get rid of it, they should at least do a yearly subscription. If not,
yeah,
I'm with Suko on here.
Yearly subscription, or the options like opt out and opt in.
A yearly subscription.
Yeah.
And man, I confused.
Yeah, because I think that would have done the Xbox system or plan on doing that too. That they didn't do that though, but a lot of people question for opting in, opting out though. Because I think I got the Game Ultimate Pass. I think I have. I bought that one so too.
Game Ultimate Pass. You mean Game Pass Ultimate?
Yeah.
I got the Game Ultimate Pass. What was that? What was that?
DC, I can't believe I confused with Suko again.
Suko's not even here, so Suko's not even here,
yeah,
man.
He's still at work.
No, he's not at work. You don't remember Epic said? Epic was like, he's not at work, but he's probably asleep.
Oh yeah.
I just came back from work today too. It was a pain in the ass. God.
I had work yesterday. I'm trying to find a new line of work. But that's personal problems, and we are the nice podcast. We don't deal with your personal problems. Ooh.
Anything else before we move it?
Xbox
let's move
fix
it.
your shit. That's come after me. Come on, right here.
I like Xbox, but if you got a PC, then you're good.
Yeah, totally.
I need to give me an Xbox PC though. And now I get a PC that's like Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo.
All right, now it's time. All right, now it's time to move it. Wait, where's the echo coming from? Yeah, that's definitely not.
I'll be honest with y'all. I'm playing Apex Legends right now. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it to you.
Oh,
Like,
that was why.
No. Like, I'm not echoing. I can hear you echo, but I'm not echoing you.
All right.
It might be me because my mic's with really far from the speaker. It might be, you might be able to hear yourself. Probably because of me. Oh no.
Oh yeah. So here's something silly. Apex Legends ended up getting hacked because due to protests for Titanfall servers being hacked.
Oh yeah. The main reason why is I looked into that too. There are only 2 people mounting the servers for Titanfall, but everyone else on Apex. And I think in Vancouver, it's the main base for Titanfall and Apex apparently. And there are only 2 people on Titanfall, and everyone else on Apex. And people sitting in the review that said, I hope that's not true though. If that's the case, then they need to kind of fix that. But at the same time though, after that hack, they can't do nothing about that because that makes sure the whole game is safe now.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, there was also a protest site according to the article.
Yeah, it was a huge protest. Jesus Christ, they lost their shit after that. They want. I think they want to. I think they want an extra sequel. I think it was just wanted. I don't know what the post was about, but something like revive. I think bring back Timefall because Timefall was an actual good game too, or not bring a sequel to it because it was planned for Timefall 3 and it wasn't, and then they said it's in development, but we just put it on hold for right now.
Yeah. Yeah, Titanfall pretty much got abandoned, so I definitely understand. But
I wonder if
Titanfall 2, that's a pretty legit game.
Look who's back. Look who's back. Back again.
Hey, Epic.
So, you know what? When you come out the bathroom, everyone hears you open the bathroom door, they want to ask you for something.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, that happened to me. As soon as I walked out, oh, Epic, why are you at a huge? Oh my goodness.
Honestly, I'm not. I'm not needed for anything.
Dad are the same.
See, I sneak out the restroom and sneak in the restroom. They're going, "It's on the restroom." No, I don't think so.
Dark one was the first to say yeah, because he.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's some bull crap you have to know. What?
Yeah, they're going, what you doing in that restroom? Nothing. So you're in the restroom? No.
What you doing in that restroom? If you honestly knew what I was doing in that restroom, why would you ask?
He'll be asking so many questions. I'll be doing the restroom too. Like, using the restroom, doing in the restroom, shitting. Where else I should do in the restroom? Okay then.
Pro tip: don't podcast in no restroom.
I'm not. That's weird.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's my shit. That's my shit time. I don't talk to y'all when it's my shit time. I watch videos when it's my shit time.
They do give a crap for the podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, but
I remember right when we finished last season. One of y'all said you were going to the kitchen, and I thought it was taking a leak in the bathroom. I honestly lost it.
I think that was me. I was going to get something to eat. I think my roommate he cooked some dinner for me. He turned the water on and like, "Is someone using the restroom?" I think that was me.
Honestly, that could be. Let me be honest. That could be either one of us. You say it could be me, but
I was cooking on the podcast one time. I was making myself some burgers or something like that.
Yeah,
and like, yo, it sounds like Epic in the kitchen something good.
Yeah,
making some
you're
dollars.
just lucky that wasn't being recorded. You're
Hey,
just
what
lucky
you
that
doing?
wasn't recorded.
Let's go.
Oh, don't mind. Oh, don't mind that. That's just my car. I'm about to head to the gas station real quick.
Understood.
You just on the podcast.
Hook your stream with DC. Let's go.
Actually, while you playing,
20 likes on this video. Cook and stream with DC. That's all I'm saying. But
actually, no, I'm about to head in my car into the gas station because I need to pick up some chocolate because I'm craving some. I'm craving some fierce.
Oh, nice. Wait.
but
There's a big fucking roach on my car.
Oh no.
oh, I got like a vegan milkshake or something. Pretty good.
That
swear
does
to you,
not sound healthy.
I swear to you, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't.
I'll burn down everything.
But I do got a
I
spray for
I
it.
don't like. I burn it down. I get a blowtorch and some something. No, I do it in the queen.
So was that?
I get a cake, burn my feet and pick it up and start roasting everything.
You're a robot in this darkness.
Dark one. But what topic are we on right now? Sorry, like I said, sorry, it's just whenever I'm out.
Apex got hacked to do a protest from Titanfall 1. By the way, they had to, the Safe Titanfall thing had to cover their behinds and say they were in no way associated with the recent Apex Legends hack.
I swear, you guys, it wasn't me. Sure.
Oh.
Sure.
Bro, legit though, man. Legit with these hacks, man. Like, this brings me back to when my Smite account got hacked when that company got hacked all these accounts. I'm just like, bro. And the funniest thing is that was right after my ban. I just got unbanned from well, DC knows the story. I can't say the story on his podcast because it involves some choice words. But basically someone was mad at me because I played Loki. They called me a certain name, so I called them a few tasty names. I got banned for them.
But the other guy didn't.
No, they did not.
Wow.
Yeah, they use a racial and homophobic slur on me.
Yeah,
I just use harsh words.
Yeah, he just used harsh words. Yeah, it was sexual language, but it was harsh, but it was far less than what that other guy did. But you're the one that got banned somehow.
Yeah, so I just got unbanned. I had been unbanned for a week, and then there are things that got hacked, and my account was one of the ones that got compromised. And they gave me a lot of like gold and stuff to make up for that, but I just did not feel like playing again. You know, I did not feel like really getting to Smite that much anymore. And I tried. I was playing with my friend Dice, but I wasn't feeling anymore, so I just stopped playing.
I understood.
Yeah. And that's what happened with me. So like whenever I see this hack, that's why I think like when I saw Apex that hack.
And this
I was like, yeah, then my account had been.
I thought this happened at an earlier game and not Apex.
But yeah, maybe one of Epic story times I'll tell you that Smite story. It was like for the people on YouTube, it was a pretty interesting story.
Understood.
Hey, I'm back. Back again.
Yay.
They hate friends.
How's your snack, DC?
Oh, I didn't go yet. I just had to reconnect.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, Apex was working on the hack. They probably had it all sorted out by now.
The story about that, what I heard was, I think, I don't even know which review covered it. It was like somebody was like mad because right now in Titanfall, people are hacking just to get to number 1, just to get top rank, which is weird. I think you're a weirdo if you hack a fucking video game because it's a fucking video game. You should be playing to have fun and not playing to have fun and get good on your own time to be number 1 instead of just trying to be hacked to be number 1, which you're a pussy if you do that. But yeah, that's what's happening. And since Titanfall 2, Titanfall 2 is done. They're not putting out any more DLC, or mods, or patch fixes. They're done. So what he had done was I think one of the guys did mod Apex just to bring awareness. He didn't mean to be, he didn't mean for, to be an inconvenience, but he did that.
Yeah, that was a talk about too in the interview that said that he probably will try to win see, but they said it could be this other guy. I got his name. I think his name Japanese or something like that too. Or the name is something really foreign though. Apparently though he did before too, and they said the guy has kind of an eye on him too. Apparently it said he probably could have done it though, but it could have been just a wellness though, showing that they should bring back Timefall, not put Timefall some love in there too.
But yeah, like he could have used his talents for evil. All he did was just try to bring awareness. Which, by the way, if you're gonna hack, try not to bring the whole system down. Try to make it to you hack and there's like a message, like a prompt message, save Titanfall. Hit A to direct you to the site. And if you don't want to, then hit B so you can at least still play the game. He didn't do that. And he's gonna if they find him, he's gonna get in a whole load of trouble because I don't know if you noticed, but messing with EA, Nintendo, mess with a gaming company's profits, a AAA gaming company's profits. Let's see how that's gonna end well, buddy.
Yeah, that tends to have a couple of lawsuits.
Fucking Nintendo went after the guy. Nintendo went after the guys who was selling ROMs and shit like that. And they have to pay $500,000, damn near a couple million.
They went after guys selling ROMs. They went after ROMs, period. And last I've heard, they went after the guy that leaked Sword and Shield early.
Oh yeah, they did. Damn, they were ruthless motherfuckers.
You affected our sales. Really? Pokemon fans are like Nintendo fans. They're winning the same. They'll just buy it because it's another Pokemon game at this point. Yeah, they're that dumb.
Even though you're kind of messing it up right now, they're still eating it up.
I should sue you because y'all knew y'all was selling shit. I should sue y'all because y'all knew y'all was selling shit.
Yeah.
Epic, you're here?
Epic, are you still here?
Are you with us with the land of the living?
Oh, man.
He did.
His family probably snatched him up again.
Doing the podcast. Call me back in a couple more minutes. Podcasts don't take that long anyways. Yeah. You can leave me alone for a fucking hour.
He might need to invest in an on-the-air sign like I did.
Please know that what I'm saying is always sat. Well, not always, but what I'm saying is sack tight. Don't be disrespectful to your families. Be respectful at all times because your family wants to see good in you and they want you to thrive. This and that, yada yada. Peace to the earth. That type of shit.
Well, unless they did something that terrible.
Well, no, I ain't gonna bring it up. No, I forget.
Yeah, next topic.
It's just, I got this dark secret past that make any other enemy words of blood. I don't want to talk about it.
This one's most likely also a quick shot, but NetherRealm Studios and TT Games will end up remaining part of Warner Brothers after some strange rumor that they're either going to split up or they're being sold.
Repeat that? What?
NetherRealm Studios and TT Games said that they will remain part of Warner Brothers. They are not being sold.
Oh, that was a shocker. We can still get another fighting games for the next couple of years. That's good.
Yeah. Even though the bar is kind of low there. There's nothing else here, right?
Not a lot.
Oh, definitely not a lot.
Oh, no, this stuff here, it's just, I'm a BRB. I got something to do real quick. I'll be right back.
People keep continuing needing me every time I walk away. But I think
All right,
every
Epic,
time,
welcome back.
yeah, every time I come back to podcast, it's like Epic. I'm like, God dang it, guys.
Ugh. This is
God
why you
dang it.
invest on the air sign.
They don't care. I'm like, I'm doing podcast. Okay, Epic. Like, yo, listen. What part of I'm doing podcast?
Ugh. That on the air sign is selling itself. Anyway, Epic, NetherRealm Studios and TT Games said they will remain part of Warner Brothers after some wild rumor that they were being sold was about.
Yeah, I don't know how that rumor started, but yeah, I think people thought that Warner Brothers was trying to do and just thing anymore, which is not what they were doing. But yeah, that's what they thought they were. Some people thought they were doing.
Yeah, there was a
they
merger just recently as well.
All right, I'm on this now.
Yay.
But
Like I said before, there was a merger recently.
yeah, there's a merger. 21 vegan fried chicken sandwiches that are better than Chick-fil-A. That's blasphemy. But yeah, there's a merger and everything, so that's good. This is a pretty good shake.
Anyone have anything else?
No, I don't know who. Another ones I know. TT Gaming. I do not know. They're new to me.
Go ahead, tell them about TT Gaming, man. Well, I'm drinking this shake.
Oh, right.
Good minerals?
Yes.
Okay.
No one else has anything, correct?
Nope.
I mean, no. I mean, it was a rumor. It wasn't true. Oh.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but TT, I believe, is Traveler Tales.
Oh.
They do.
Oh,
like
yeah,
Lego
it was
series.
Traveler Tales.
Yeah, they do a Star Wars. Well, not Star Wars. They do basically Lego games.
Oh, I like the Lego Star Wars game, and also the
Like, they have
all
the
the
Lego Star
franchise,
Wars,
like Harry Potter and stuff.
Yeah, Lego Incredibles, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Marvel, Lego Ninjago, Lego was it City Undercover, Lego Movie, Lego DC, Lego.
Oh,
I think
now
the
I
entire
know them.
Lego
I play the
series.
games. Now I remember.
Yeah, pretty much
I know
anything
that.
Lego they do. They've done other stuff, but that's their biggest things is Lego games.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is anyone else ready to move it?
Yeah, we'll go on.
I'm ready.
Wait, are they hiring? Let me check to see if Traveler Tales is hiring, actually.
Highly doubt it.
Because if they are, your boy is about to slide in. Something else Traveler Tales did, a little known game that people don't remember, Sonic R. But that's the story for a different time.
Yeah.
Diamonds in the sky.
Oh, man.
Makes me.
This next one's a quick shot, but this interesting news leading to the censorship corner. We are not looking at anything good.
What's not looking good?
Final Fantasy VII Remake and from the looks of this, Square Enix from this point forward.
Oh yeah, ever since they opened up that base in Cali, they've become California.
Yeah, the exact same as Sony, and that's very bad.
I'm telling you, California be changing these game studios.
Yeah, the black flag for Final Fantasy VII Remake, it was this. Expressing diversity is important, and every time that's mentioned, absolutely everything goes wrong.
I'm back. What's going on?
Absolutely everything.
So wait, what's the whole thing about diversity thing for Final Fantasy 7?
So an almost Sunday, huh?
Yeah. Ever notice that every time either company ends up saying those certain words, things are going to go extremely wrong within them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And every time that happens, that's a black flag saying that that the company's totally woke and they're gonna ruin a lot of crap. And Final Fantasy VII Remake is unfortunately among them from this point forward.
Sound like they need you, Epic. Epic, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm still here. I was
yeah.
just talking to someone.
Oh, I thought you
I was
fainted, and I didn't even reach the highlighted part.
Sorry. Finish the story. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Alongside this, they apparently sung the praises of the highly controversial and despised Last of Us 2, while also starting with diversity with LGBTQ plus inclusion is an important issue for everyone involved in making content. And end quote. Yeah, this is definitely a black flag. No offense.
Assassin's Creed. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
Wait, what's this LGBTQ plus? This is new to me.
Wait, this is the first time you've heard of this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been calling them. Oh yeah, we've been also calling them the Rainbow Reich this whole time.
The Whipple?
The Rainbow Righteous.
The Whipple?
The Rainbow Reich.
The Rainbow Rumble.
Let me just say it like this: what's been happening in Sony? I'm gonna dumb it down. Sony's pretty much having a double standard right now. They want to do shit that be like, yeah, we're for the people. At the exact same time, they're doing shit that's not for the people. If that makes sense.
Yeah, they're doing stuff for the people that does not buy their games at all. And the Square Enix is going that exact same route.
And my problem with Sony is, my problem I've been having with Sony is, how come you want to censor? Because if you don't know, they also censor Doki Doki Literature Club.
Why?
Yeah, we're saying that. They're doing that later.
No,
we're covering that later.
They censor games because of sexually explicit content, but they have a sex scene in Last of Us 2.
That's what I'm saying.
And no one wanted to see that one because the person she was ugly as sin. Yeah. But I mean, I'm just like, I didn't understand why they wanted to show us that. But
like, not to take jabs at muscular girls, because I fucking love muscular girls.
It's just that I have a problem with muscly girl. It's just her face had muscle on it too.
That was way weird. Too much muscle, sir. That's way too much muscle, sir.
That was Brock Lesnar if he was a woman. That's all I'm saying.
Cars, would you? Oh my god!
Meanwhile, they'll send the well-dressed anime characters straight to hell.
Yeah,
but apparently Abby's fine.
I don't be understanding where their censorship goes sometimes, because they'll censor some things that don't make sense, but then stuff that does the same thing or worse, like, oh no, that's fine.
Well, yeah, like I said before, my problem with Sony is they have a double standard problem. Like, I want y'all to be consistent. The rules have to be for everybody, not just for you. If you want to censor Japanese, censor American products too. But the problem is they're not. They always censor Japanese sexual content. But when Neil Druckmann want to shove that fucking sex scene in my face, then they want to be, oh no, it's a work of art. I'm like, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you can let Japanese, because it's funny.
Japanese origin.
Sony, Japanese brought up your company. Like, you're really a Japanese-based company, pretty much brought up by Japanese people, and now you're portraying them.
It's narrowed down to Japanese origin. it's narrowed down not only of Japanese origin, but Japanese origin and anime-themed games as well.
Because I'm not saying American games didn't help, because God of War helped out a lot.
Yeah.
And the Ratchet Clank and all that stuff. But I'm just saying, don't disrespect that fan base that pretty much helped your console sell millions. And I think that's what they're doing. This just because they saw the Western profits spike more than Japanese. Now they're switching ship to Western, even though the reason why we swapped over is because they got some good games out, and I'm not gonna lie to you, they do have some good games out. But don't disrespect that fan base that brought you where you at, and I think they're doing it.
Sadly, it's too damn late. We've seen it. We've seen it
censored
firsthand.
Censored Devil May Cry, which it really didn't need to be censored because that scene was already censored enough.
Yeah.
But what is there about? It's an mature game. If a little kid got their hands on that game, which that's another tangent. I don't even know if I want to get into, but
yeah, that's another tangent for another day.
Yeah, small little tangent. Mature games, little kids is not going to be playing that. Adults will. So why the fuck are you censoring shit that adults already know? We already know what a booty looks like. Relax.
Yeah, we do. Thank God, America.
Yeah, let's lump the next one in with this current topic as well. Way Forward is also doing the exact same junk as Square Enix as well.
Oh, gaming studios.
Except they tried to backtrack saying the forbidden language by deleting their tweet.
Okay, and I was watching the Weapon podcast. Shouts to them. They were talking about this whole these animated girls who look younger age, like and and they're talking about how you should be on lists and stuff. I never understood people with this whole thing. If you see anime women who look way younger than they are, I don't understand why that's a problem to you. I see I'm like, whatever, I don't care.
Yeah, same. It was never a problem in the first place to me. If they're talking about real people, yeah, but since we're talking about characters that aren't real whatsoever, yeah, they need to step off here.
Yeah, I mean that's always my thing is like fictional I find it hard for me to care about fictional characters. I'm just a guy who finds that very difficult to care about fictional characters. I mean, they're not real. I don't care about them. What happens to them doesn't matter. They can die and get dismembered. I'm just like, okay, I feel nothing. They're fictional.
Yeah.
So,
I think we all watch enough anime to know that anything could fucking happen.
Yeah,
and it
totally.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah, and that's the thing is these are fictional characters. It doesn't matter. Like if you sing, let's say a 30-year-old woman who looks like she's 15, if that upsets you, I really feel I want to trade life like my lives with you. I have way bigger problems in my life than that. If that's the biggest problem you have in your life, I would love to trade. I would love to trade if that's the biggest problem in your life.
But why would you want to?
I'm just saying if that's the biggest problem in their life, that means they have no problems. I would love a life with no problems,
Well, except one.
Actually, I agree.
A lot of the creatures that way.
DC, feel me?
A lot of the creatures that way tend to be legitimately suspect.
But yeah, no.
Hang on. Let me get my word in before before we move on to the next topic and shit. So Japanese has this type of culture where it's like cute. Like they treasure cuteness over hotness, and what they think is cute is younger and fresher and looker women than how United States perceive women.
Yeah.
Because in the United States,
like thick women usually, but
yeah.
Yes, because in the United States, our age of consent or our natural age of consent is around 16 and 18. 16 in some 16 in some states, 18 overall.
Yeah.
But in Japan, their state of consent, their state of, I can't even fucking talk today. Their state of consent is 15. Oh no, which I agree with the same, but that's their thing. and they treasure young cuteness and all that. That's why when you because they know that cuteness sells. That's why they kind of got like a lot of women. You know, if you look at Japan, a lot of things that sell over there and their mascots is if it's not cute young animals, it's like a cute anime girl because anime girls kind of sell over there.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
and that's their shtick.
The concept of Nyatni. That's what they're selling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, it just doesn't make sense where I see these people. Sorry to kind of interrupt you with that. I just see people get bent out of shape. I'm just like, guys, like, there's with all the problems going on in the world, this is the biggest problem you have in your life. Like I said, let's just trade lives because all the stress I have 24/7 and all the stuff I'm going through, I would gladly trade it if the biggest thing that's bugging you is something like that. I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was about to say,
I still wouldn't do that if I were you, because a lot of them tend to end up being actually legitimately suspect.
Mm-hmm. And the problem with that over here is the fact that as Americans, when we see young and cute and all that stuff, we think of children. And when we look at them, when we look at them the way we look at them, and they'd be like, well, why are they getting over sexualized? They said they're 18, and 18 is 17 is still just young and stuff. That's like pedophilia. I'm like, over here, yes, but over there, the rules are different. And see, over there, the rules are different, all that shit. And for me, I don't care because, I like older women. I like older women, and they're just they do nothing to me because they're drawings. That's pretty much about it. And I can keep going with this, but it's pretty much how guys see women, and how the rules over there is different. The rules over here, and people in the United States do not understand. Not even the United States, people worldwide do not understand that it's different, pretty much. And make what you need to make. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, I just get so tired of people just consistently getting upset and people consistently wanting to push these narratives of if you're into that stuff, you should be on a list. I'm like, no, it's pictures. I don't care about pictures. I don't care about drawings.
Yeah, the pictures seriously don't affect real life at all.
As long as you're not doing anything to real live ones, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
It does not.
I would kind of argue that the fact that I would rather have pedos masturbate to fake anime girls than try to go out and seek real young underage women. I'd rather have that.
I mean, facts, yeah.
Yeah.
If the drawings what gets them off and they don't go any further than that, hey, I think that's a good thing.
And please don't take it out of context. We don't like pedos. We don't want pedos to go after children. Don't take that out of context. Just saying that we rather have them do something else than actually going after underage women.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Also, so Traveler Tales does have an opening, but in the United Kingdom, so I am not gonna be able to apply for that. That's unfortunate.
Unless you want to relocate.
I don't mind relocating, but that's the United Kingdom.
Definitely not.
I don't think it's racist.
No, I'm saying that's a bit far.
Oh yeah,
that's England.
Before moving it, this is just a quick shot as well. Way Forward's also doing the exact same mistake, but they tried to retract their statement and failed.
Dog, it's not hard. It's not hard. If you want to hire a black person, hire a black person. You shouldn't see people of race. You should see nobody of race. Hang on, it's actually illegal if you think about it, because you can't hire anybody just because they're black or
discriminatory hiring is actually illegal.
Yes. So go ahead real quick. Let me finish off this food.
Yeah, Way Forward deletes tweet about adapting Japanese games for a global audience. My thing is, okay, and this has always been my thing. Unless your game, anime, whatever you're making, is doing something balls to the wall weird, I don't think you should have to compromise your art. Like, for example, if you're making a game and it has risky stuff in it, like not stuff that is just so weird that it just can't fly, just risky stuff, I don't think you should be forced to compromise it for the audience there. You should be able to release the game that you made. I've never been for censorship of games because it just never made sense to me. Like,
Wait, hang on.
Yeah, I
hang on,
agree
hang on.
here.
This
It
is
never
about-
makes sense.
Wait. This is about censorship of a game. They're trying to adapt it over to the U.S. or what?
Yeah,
What is this
they're
about?
like for global, they're looking to take out some of the, I guess, stuff that they get censored on anyway. So like, oh, what we're gonna do is we're gonna just censor ourselves before we come over here and release it like that, and then they end up deleting that tweet.
Yeah, and that's even worse.
Stop
And the worst
censoring
part is
yourself.
that has happened before.
I'm just gonna say this and get this off my chest. Stop censoring yourself just because the American audience won't understand. The whole point of creativity is to pretty much show me what your world is. Show me your rules and what your world is, and let me see just for myself if I like it. Before you try to be like, oh, you can't see this because you won't understand. How would I understand if you never show it to me?
You don't want some
Like,
creativity.
Like
Yeah.
I'm an understanding guy. Like, even if it's like not my style, I wouldn't just be like, you should be canceled for this shit, because I'm not that type of guy. If I don't like it, I would just be like, it's not for me. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, if I don't like the game, I'm just like, okay, I don't like it. I'm not gonna play it. Like,
Yeah,
I just
same.
like,
I wouldn't even
like
mess
Far
with it if
Cry
I.
didn't play
Sorry,
it.
Epic.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I don't like Far Cry Primal, so I didn't play it. I don't like the game, I don't play it. I don't get mad at the company. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, same.
Unless
Yeah,
it's
for
taking
example. Yeah, for
If I don't
example,
like
Death
where it's,
Stranding.
if I don't like
I
where
don't
it's
hate
on,
Kojima, but I'm not a fan of that game. The game just looks boring, but I'm not. But it's not. I don't hate Kojima or anything for it. Like, if he was
Death
making
Stranding's just boring.
yeah. If I don't like where the game is where a game's going with it or anything, I just wouldn't buy it. It's just that simple.
Yes, stop censoring yourself before stop censoring yourself before you even make the game. Make the game and let the audience see for themselves, because
Yeah,
we're
I'm
the
sound like a
audience.
broken record on this, but this is the last time I'll say this. Well, probably not last time, but I'm gonna say this again. You're censoring games for people who weren't gonna buy it in the first place. Stop doing it. You're not gonna get better sales from that. You're not.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
people
off
who were mad at
Twitter.
the game weren't gonna buy it anyway. They're
And
still
don't
not gonna
change-
buy it.
And don't change dialogue to appease these monsters either. Just like this next topic. By the
Get
way,
the fuck off Twitter. That's all they
yeah,
need to do.
that too.
Just-
that
just-
too.
And nothing but just a cesspool of people who just want people in their own bubble. Just get off of Twitter. You
Also,
don't need
grow up
that.
here. Grow up here.
Yeah.
Get rid of Twitter. Twitter is one of the worst
Yeah.
platforms
Grow
ever.
some balls.
God, that-
Delete your Twitter. Anything. Seriously. By the way, welcome to the Censorship Corner.
Ugh. Okay, so the world ends with you. Localization changes script to insert anti-capitalism dialogue line. I don't know why.
Yeah, me neither. It's probably just another move to appease them. And the trip is they actually did that with the original game as well.
Mm-hmm. I remember that too.
I don't know why. Who's asking for this? Did you ask for this, DC?
Ask for what?
Them to put an anti-capitalism line in the Western releases of Neo
no.
Guardians.
Also, please understand this, everybody. When they do shit like this, when they actually put something in the game that's just like it wouldn't translate well, stuff like that, then I understand when it comes to censoring that. Over borderline censoring is like Pokemon, them trying to remove breasts and act like women don't have breasts, but they have breasts. Like, come on, you can't beat around the bush.
Oh yeah, it was the same thing with Xenoblade Chronicles 2, great game, but they since there's a character named Poppy who in one of her forms, that form was made because the person who designed her was a pervert. But in the English version or the Western releases in general, that version just makes dog noises. She doesn't. Her voice is supposed to change, get like more sultry and stuff, and she basically kind of seductive kind of voice because the person was a pervert who made her. Her actual that was the actual story behind Poppy's her other form, but
he's a robot. Who gives a fuck?
yeah, but they're like, oh no, we can't do that because of the American audience. We change it. Like,
she looks like a child, and is she a child? No, she's a robot. All right then, just shut up.
It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
She. Good Lord, it just gets so stupid sometimes. She's a blade.
Yeah.
She's a weapon. But whatever.
No, I bet she's a person.
Back to this and looking at the original. And I've already shown the original text on screen. Yeah, this was definitely unnecessary.
I understand. If it wouldn't translate well, I understand. But at the exact same time.
But they didn't change it because it didn't translate well. It translated pretty well.
Yeah.
The reason why they changed it was
they directly
because
inserted it here.
They want to put another line in there. Just because they thought, I don't even know what they thought, because the other line they put in there doesn't make sense in context of what was happening. But the line that they could have translated to would have made sense. This is just a weird ad for the Western versions. I don't know why they put it there.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I had no idea why they put it in either game in the first place.
So the line that they have originally didn't make sense, but the line they're trying to switch it to makes sense, or is it like
no? The line they had originally made sense. The line they switched it to doesn't make sense in context of what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you're gonna change it, at least do it good. But when it comes to,
it doesn't make sense.
Like Epi,
or just do this as accurately as possible, or just use the translation as accurately as possible.
And let me say it like this: for Splatoon, not Splatoon, for Mario Kart, the Splatoon girl did like a thing where it's like flipping off, and Nintendo went and just changed it. That's what I mean by cultural appropriation. Like if it's like if it's like not good in another country.
Oh yeah, that Italian salute.
Yeah, because like certain gestures in other countries are different. So when she did that gesture in Japan, it means nothing. In other places, it meant something. So they changed. And that made sense. I was not mad at that because I'm like, okay, yeah, in other countries, that's considered a lewd hand gesture. So of course you want to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like when they changed it because like Steve, it looked like his meat was out. They basically made where the camera panned out more. So you saw them actually holding it, and it didn't like it was just coming out.
It looked too suggestive to them.
Yeah, if I was Sakurai, I would have kept it. Just
I would have kept that in. I'm a troll.
I would not have cared either.
But I can understand.
It wasn't meant for a bad thing. It was meant to be funny, and a lot of people took it the wrong way.
That was me.
In the game, best part of the game ever.
Hey, it's Super Smash Ultimate. That's all I'm saying. But
hey girl, you want to play Smash? Yeah, I'm ready. Where's your controller? Oh, that type of stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, shout outs to Neo the World Ends With You, changing stuff that didn't need to be changed.
It's a good game. I played the demo. It's not bad. It's actually pretty decent. I played it on the PS4 and on the Switch because I was like, I wanted that 60. I'm sorry, I'm not dealing with that 30 right now. I wasn't dealing with that 30 on that Switch.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
I thought both were running at 60.
You sure? I'm gonna check because I thought Switch was running at 30.
It might be. I just thought both were running at 60. It's not a very demanding game.
I hope not. It doesn't really look like a demanding game. Games like that should not be demanding per se. It should be graphical because how the old game is and how it's set up. I don't think it should be, but if they want it to be, they can.
I mean, but yeah, it's no doubt still gonna be a good game. It's just stuff like this didn't need to happen.
Mm-mm.
It's just it's like I see what you're saying. It's like who you changing this for? Because the only reason you'll change it if it's somebody, a huge country will find it offensive. And in America, you kind of say anything you want, except for if you're going on, except for if you go to certain places. Can't just yell out gun in the airport. You're going to get arrested.
Yeah,
Try
or
that if
yell
you want to.
fire in a
Or,
crowded
oh
building.
yeah, or bomb
Oh,
or fire at a
yeah.
theater.
You got to use a little sense, but
Well, whatever you had left.
yeah.
But if you want to change it, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
If you, all
Just
right, next
changes
one.
don't make sense. That's
Speaking
all
of
I ask.
yeah, oh yeah. Speaking of changes, do this stuff from do not to offend yet another country. That's actually next topic.
Let's go.
And that belongs to Guilty Gear Strive. Sorry, not Slide Strive.
I'm about to say slide. I haven't heard that one yet.
Made about to slide that dolphin in your
Yeah,
face.
Lord no.
Oh, it move
Lord
is
knows
reference
that's
to
definitely.
Taiwan, Tibet.
Lord knows that definitely sounds like a Dojin, but anyway. Guilty Gear Strive update removes references to Taiwan, Tibet, and the Ulga region from in-game story archives. Yes, they're totally messing with lore.
That's
I don't care.
stupid.
I don't care.
Hashtag free Taiwan. But yeah, I know I'm thinking a lot.
But
I don't
still.
care. I don't really care. Don't take stuff out of story when it's a story plot just because some people who probably weren't gonna buy the game gonna be offended.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really annoying here. Thankfully, a modder took care of that there.
I mean, like I said, I've said this before, and I keep
still.
saying this, but I just don't care when they do this. They're like, oh, we're gonna get rid of this because we're progressive. What
No,
does that
I see why they did that, because they didn't want to get in trouble with the country itself, and I would
Yeah.
change it not to get into backlash. But why would you include the story in the first place if you had that? If you would have thought that you didn't want to get in
This
trouble.
is less being in it. Yeah, this is. Sorry.
One at a time. Epic, go ahead.
Basically, this has been part of Guilty Gear story since before Strive. There was never a problem until that whole free Taiwan fiasco happened.
Oh, it was Hong Kong, not Taiwan.
Yeah, but whatever. That whole thing happened, and then they said, "Oh, we can't have this in there now because people get offended." I'm like, no, certain people in China will get offended, but I don't think China makes up a big market for this particular game, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
I think none of this actually matters. I think
this is definitely less on quote unquote progression and more just sucking up to China here. That's the gist of it for me.
I mean, hey, you gotta bow down to Winnie the Pooh at some point. That's awesome.
P.S.
And it's long, but yeah.
P.S. Stop sucking on Chinese Tic Tac. Sincerely, Menos.
Kneel and give me my honey.
That's what's happening.
But yeah, if y'all don't know Guilty Gear story, I think part of that story is actually funny enough. Part of that story is with Mei, because Japan kind of disappears off the map. They don't know what happened to Japan during the war. And Mei is Japanese. I think Mei and Biken is Japanese, both Japanese from the war. But it's in the story, and I really feel like you shouldn't jeopardize your story just because, they're having some political problems in it. It wouldn't be a big deal if they. It's like the Streisand effect, Epic. It wouldn't be a big deal if they just would have left it and they just didn't say anything.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And now you said something. Everybody's gonna have eyes on it. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. It didn't matter. You made it matter, and now it matters.
Exactly.
Just release your game,
please.
It don't affect me because it doesn't affect gameplay or anything, but it does affect the story. It's just, I don't know. I understand why people want to be in bed with China because they got a lot of people over, their market is big and they got a lot of people over there and they want to sell to that. But at the exact same time, I don't know. I don't know if I can support a regime where they just hey, Do you like this country? No. All right, your point systems go down. Do you like this country? No. All right, your point system's down. It's too low, huh? I'm gonna take that degree that you work hard for. All right, how you feel about this country now? I don't like it. All right, your point system's down. Now you can't get a job. Yes, if you don't know, like that is their point system. They have a point system over there. If y'all don't
Yeah,
know,
they have a point system.
Yeah,
And
and
it's
it's terrible.
it's seriously terrible.
It's like they
Yeah.
will actually put a gun to your head to tell you to try to force you to like a country when it know it's making bad decisions. And I don't want to. And I'm not trying to force my, I'm not trying to force my ideals or American ideals on them. No, you're free to do whatever you free to do whatever you fuck you want in your own country, in my eyes. But I feel like a government shouldn't tell its people what to do. I feel like the government should give them
Yeah.
the tools to give the people what they need to do, instead of just telling them what to do. That's the difference between a dictatorship and a democracy. A democracy is pretty much people utilize the tools that the government gave them to make a life for them, instead of Super for President 2025. But yeah, instead of just having the government tell them what to do, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know. This all just gives me a headache when I try to think about it, because it's very stupid, because it feels like they're doing things to appease people who, if you didn't say anything, wouldn't have cared, and then they'll censor to reach a certain audience who didn't care about the game anyway and still doesn't care about it. And I don't know. It's just all you do is tick off the people who actually like the game.
Yeah, all it does is definitely turn them off. And if it
And
isn't
yes.
this, it's someone being canceled on there because of something they did.
And yes, the Chinese market is the Chinese and the Indian market are way bigger than the United States market.
Well, they're huge. I mean,
they're
they
huge.
have more population than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because Chinese had a problem of them making babies, and but they have one of the biggest markets in the world, which is weird. You will find that pretty much weird.
Yeah, so them and the Indian market, they're definitely markets that you want to tap into, because they're huge. They're huge,
Yeah.
amazing. But
Huge. Me and Melinda went to the Chinese market and we found out that they're huge.
Yeah.
Huge. But yeah, I mean, they're a very big market, so I can understand why people are in bed with China, and I'm not saying to tell companies they shouldn't do that, because they're making a lot of money off of it, but also you have to do it within reason. I don't know. There has to be a give and take.
Well, this next topic is related. Voice actress Ai Kayano removed from Azure Lane and Arknights after a visit to a controversial Japanese shrine sparks outrage amongst Chinese players. Yes, China strikes again.
See, this is what I'm talking about right here. This stupid stuff right here. What does that have to do with her voice acting?
Yeah, nothing at all. She just paid her respects in the Shinto shrine, but that was bad enough for them.
Yeah, like I said, remember, Genshin Impact and Hokkaido, I think it's Honkaido, whatever you want to call it, Impact and Genshin Impact, like those have been made by not Japanese, a Chinese company.
Yeah, Chinese studios.
Yeah, so disrespecting them is like, this pretty much, if you do something wrong in China and you made a business with a Chinese developer, you disrespected them, they're gonna take your name off, because that's feel like they're being disrespectful.
How are they disrespected by someone visiting a shrine? Aren't shrines supposed to be sacred? I'm just not understanding what's going on right here.
Yeah.
Also,
it was a shrine dedicated to. It was a shrine dedicated to those that participated in war, but that was enough to piss China off.
And apparently, Kayono's social media team, they gave an apology. Not Kayono, but the social media team, and it got deleted. I'm guessing because maybe Kayono's like, nah, son, I ain't apologizing, so got them to take it down.
Yeah, her voice got removed from Arknights and Azure Lane anyway.
Yeah, so this kind of stuff I'm talking about is when you give government this kind of power, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Like, they really just wipe someone's voice off of something because, hey, wait, they went to that shrine? I don't like that shrine. I don't like them now. Remove them from the game. That's stupid, man. See, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. This is just stupid. It makes no sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, to clarify, they're removed from the Chinese versions of the game. Now, the other ones aren't. The global versions aren't effective as of yet. Hopefully not. But
I was trying to see, does Japan and China have beef with each other? And it's like I'm getting a yes and a no.
Yeah.
Right now. So
I mean, they're
it's not
really
clear.
big trading partners right now, but I mean, maybe the problem stems from certain feelings felt from World War II because the Japanese weren't the nicest to the Chinese during that time. If you know anything about history,
Yeah.
but that was so
They
many
weren't
years
nicest to
ago.
Americans either, and then you
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. They're the reason why we went to the war. Like, hey, we're gonna bomb your
Yeah.
harbor. But you know,
Was it me?
Yeah, and the Koreans were definitely in with that war as well. But
yeah, so I mean, that's. I mean, there's probably more behind the scenes than that. That's just what we as American knows. But
we advise y'all to look it up. Pretty much, like we're not gonna go into specifics.
Yeah.
But,
let's not get too much into that.
At this point, they're good partners, and I just don't understand. I don't understand how one leads to the other of you just saying, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of this." I don't know. Yeah.
I keep thinking about 15-player Among Us. How am I gonna get? Anybody know? Anyone want to help me out to try to get 15 friends together?
No
15 men
idea.
Among Us.
But that's still a lot.
I had to check my back catalog of friends. I'm like, hey man, yo, Epic, I haven't talked to you in a long time. Yeah, I know. Let's play some Among Us. But
like
Yeah.
I can see if the main group wants to play, but they're gonna be like, no, I don't feel like playing Among Us, that crap. And if y'all don't know, Super likes, if y'all don't know, audience, Super does like to do plenty of events, and because either nobody else wants to play in an event, even though we went to an event like a couple of weeks ago. Nobody in our main groups likes to play in events or anything. Like, they just like playing games and stuff. They don't want to seek up and have that responsibility. So you know who does the fucking responsibility handling? Superstar DC. It's me right here. And I fucking hate it.
Well, to be fair with some people, I think we don't really have the same schedules, unfortunately, because being adult is hard.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
So we have to try to link up when everyone's off, and it gets hard because like, hey, I'm off on Fridays. Well, I'm not. So whatever.
It's just the fact that everybody's working days every day of the week and syncing up people's schedules, and you get people in, you get people out. It's not fun, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But when somebody says, when somebody says, we're going on vacation to another fucking country, everybody's like, I think I have time for that. Epic. It happens every fucking time with any group.
My schedule just opened up.
Yeah.
Says, hey, I'm planning to go to another country. I think because we plan to go into Japan. I still plan to go when they open up, but they haven't opened up yet. When I was planning to go to Japan, I was like, hey, we're about to go to Japan. Everybody, my other friends was like, oh, I would like to go to Japan. Like, I'm going to pay for their fucking ticket. I'm good. I'm going to pay for my ticket, bitch. You got everything planned out? Yeah, for me.
Yeah. As long as you weren't planning on anything nasty, we're good. Oh, by the way, this also reminds me of a kind of related topic where apparently for one Hong Kong Impact 3 disaster, the founders almost got assassinated over it. They almost got assassinated over skins that the Chinese server couldn't get. And about everyone suffered except them. In the end.
I believe it. Chinese got a video. I mean, not Chinese. Actually, no. Yeah, Chinese got a video game problem, and they're trying to manage it. But I wouldn't say, but no, it's a problem.
They're managing it really sloppily.
I don't know what happened to my glasses just now. Huh? Those things flipped and then disappeared into the ether.
Turn on the light.
I did. Those things flipped and then went to the ether.
It's probably behind you or underneath the desk.
Nope, it's in the ether.
Yikes.
I thought you were about to say. I thought it went under the desk. Nah, it went to the ether. I believe the ether. I believe in the ether.
All right.
Great ether.
Anything else?
I just came in, man.
Anything else before we move it?
Don't assassinate officials just because you don't get the skins that you want. Because Chinese got a gotcha game problem too, where they like to put out 1 million gotcha games so fuck over the rate. Like, if you be honest, if you're an American, we actually got it better than you think. It could be a lot worse. Trust me, it could be a lot worse.
And mind your own business. Seriously, no one had to be canceled just because they had to visit a shrine.
Who was almost assassinated over a skin?
Yeah, it was a Chinese developer. I think it was people of Genshin Impact.
Yeah, it was MiHoYo.
Yeah, they were almost assassinated by someone because they were mad about a skin that came to the game. They didn't think it should be in there. I'm like, what?
They were mad about them, and a lot of other bozos were mad about skins that came to global but not to China servers.
And the funniest thing is, I think the reason I didn't come to China servers is because it wouldn't have worked culturally with the Chinese servers, and people got mad about that. But then they got mad that it didn't come. Like, yo, dude's like, yo, I'm gonna kill everybody. It's like, wait, what? Well, that's crazy.
bro, why you blaming them? They should have said blame your government, but they can't say that.
Yeah, it's the government's fault. It's like, yo,
it's government's fault.
They get either hard canceled or hard assassinated if they talk crap about their government.
Y'all got rid of your democracy by you. They lost it. They lost their democracy. So y'all blame your government, not the fucking people making the game. Y'all made this problem, not them.
Yeah.
I can't believe you trying to assassinate somebody just because of fucking skin.
Yeah.
Epic. Epic. That's why I'm weary of making fucking video games, just because of that. Because people are fucking crazy.
Yeah, people are crazy. I can understand why some developers use pseudonyms instead of their actual name, and they never actually meet their fans. I can understand. They're like, yo, these people crazy, man. They try to kill me over nothing. I can feel you, man.
And these Dragon Ball Z fans are crazy. I put Bulma in the swimsuit and then released a swimsuit pack, and now all of a sudden I only released it on global, and now the Japanese people are rioting. I don't know what to do. I wonder why.
That would definitely be far-fetched. That sounds like something both Japan and global would get.
These Dragon Ball Z fans, you don't know. Some of y'all are crazy. Some of y'all will buy literally anything.
People just get crazy, and they want to try to come at you, and you're like, yo, this is crazy. I don't know, man. Like this topic right here, adult visual novel. Well, of course, visual novels are a dying. What someone needs to do is make an actual game launcher, like Epic Games, Steam, where it just houses a bunch of visual novels in their regular state. That's what someone needs to do.
Yeah, and it doesn't screw with them entirely like this.
Why don't you do it, Epic?
All right,
I'm gonna do that.
Adult visual novel Lewd project banned from PayPal and blocked from accessing Kickstarter funds after their payment processor straight up accused the game of being related to real life sexual services.
See, I want you to listen to what just happened. A game was accused of being related to sexual services, meaning prostitution.
Yeah.
A game.
Game. The
game's plot.
It's not real.
Yeah.
It's make believe.
Yeah, DC. I didn't know you found games in the red light district.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
The game's plot has it. Hell, has the casting couch, but no way is any of it real.
Yeah, I didn't know you found. I didn't know you could go to the corner of the street and find a game. It's like you found a game. The game's like, yeah, you're looking for a good time. The game's saying that to me, not a Okay, this is the kind of stuff I'll be talking about when I say. The thing is, they were funded on Kickstarter, but they can't access their Kickstarter, which has their funds.
Yeah, the game was fully funded, but then they can't access the Kickstarter because PayPal
You
had to
can't do
be a
that. You
boy.
can't do that. It's illegal.
You can't
No,
legally do that.
No, you can't
because
legally
Yeah,
do that.
it's seriously illegal.
The people
literally
paid
illegal.
for it on Kickstarter.
They can actually take them to court over, which I assume that they will try to do.
Yeah,
Because you
they
can't
should.
illegally block their funds. Because it doesn't say, if you look at the PayPal terms of service, it doesn't say anything about their sexual content and withholding funds and shit like that.
Yeah, PayPal and Kickstarter both. I'm like, if they were funded and they can't access it, they can't make the game or finish the game off with the people's money they got for the game. Is this not making sense to me, or can someone make sense of this Dark One? Can you make sense of this? I'm thinking, but it doesn't make sense.
Listen,
None of it makes sense.
Because the problem with the United States is, I don't know how many times we're going to say it, United States have a fucking, it's the opposite of Japan. Japan culture kind of embrace openness, while the United States doesn't. The United States has a sex issue. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to address the issues. They just want to say sex is forbidden. Leave that shit under the table. So when the company PayPal hear prostitution, they didn't even, chances are they didn't even hear or they didn't even look at the game or anything like that. They just heard about it, and they just like, oh, we got to shut it down. And I bet you that will happen. And yeah, I think sooner or later, somebody needs to address this issue, man. I think we're about to hit a point where everything is, whether you like it or not, everything is sexualized. Welcome to the internet.
No, I mean, it's weird because United States is like the third or fourth in the world as far as consuming pornographic material. It's like third or fourth. It's like high up there. It's in the top 10 of countries that consume that kind of media. So it's really weird that they always want to censor that kind of stuff. I'm like, we're high up. We're in the top 10 of people who consume it.
Despite being that set's negative.
Yeah, so it's
By the way, one of the top 10 view content on I think it was RedTube Pornhub was Step Brothers and Step Sisters in the United States. It was number one for a while, by the way. So take that as you will.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
So I'm like, not only is United States top 10 in consuming this stuff, they consume the more weird stuff. And it's like, I don't understand when it comes to this censoring. And then with this has to be illegal because you're literally blocking out the funds that other people gave them. That's like if I was giving DC money and someone just came away my hand like, nope, you can't give this to him. Like,
it's totally illegal.
And then me and Epic will have to beat his ass afterwards. It's just
it doesn't even make sense.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've been on this for a while, so I'll read this quote here from Top 13 themselves. PayPal has locked our account and all the funds that we had raised with our Kickstarter campaign for the Lewd Idol project series. Apparently, it's been due to our content being rated to, according to them, sexual services. Honestly, I'm so tired of having almost all the mainstream platforms censoring, persecuting, and marginalizing creators just because we're making artistic, adult, or anime-style content. We've already seen that in countless examples in the past years. Being left out of the platform is not the problem. The problem is they have locked all our funds we're using the work, and they won't allow us to withdraw or use any of it. They have literally tied our hands and deprived of whatever money we needed to fulfill our future releases. The funds we had, thanks to our love and support of our fans and followers, who use their hard-earned money to support us and our dream project. It is truly sad that a company so huge treats its clients this way, leaving us without any chance to reply, depriving us of our funds without any prior notice, and from one day or the other leaving us without the possibility to keep doing what we love and are so passionate about, which is the development of adult games. Please share a story so no other loot content creators left unaware of the nefarious way this company operates. I'm really sad and disappointed. Today was us, but tomorrow it could be any other. We won't give up, thanks for your support. I love you. Tougher.
This just has to be illegal. But like, it was someone else's money. now I know if I'm the person who backed the Kickstarter or gave them money on PayPal, I know I'm gonna be going up to my leaders, going to be going up all of them like, yo, listen, where my money though? Like I put money to this game, and you guys are telling this company they can't use the money I legally gave them that I worked hard to get. Yo, this has to be illegal.
Yeah, it's totally. And
No,
here's
it
the
is
trip.
Illegal.
because it's breaking their own terms of service actually.
Yeah,
So they can't do that.
they can't legally do that.
Yeah.
Like,
And here's the trip. There's been tons of Kickstarters just like this, but they're still roaming around. Topher somehow got whacked by them.
This is why Vision. Why? Just I am confused. Why are you acting like adult video games should be blocked? Yeah. Why do you have? Yeah. Why do you have? You know. Yeah. Let's have a conversation right now. What are your views on adult sexually content video games? Because I feel like I don't mind them. They should be allowed. If I find one I like, I'll play one.
Yeah, I totally don't mind them either, of course.
My thing is, I don't know why America's sitting there acting like they're holier than thou when we're top 10 in the world of consuming that kind of content.
Yeah.
Actually, in 2016, I just did some research. 2016 was number one.
We were number one at one point.
2018, we was number one a couple times. So.
We have stayed in the top 10. At one point, we were number one, consuming this content.
Yeah.
Yo, what is going on? I get they're sitting there trying to act all prove like, oh, we don't do this content. Yes, you do.
I guess it's the factor of things being taboo is why that happened.
But it's taboo for the wrong reason. It's like sex is like the whole weed situation. It's taboo for the wrong situations. Instead of saying, "Ooh, sex bad," they should educate. They try to educate it, which they're trying to do now. They was trying to, educate sex to kids, but I'm like, you need to be more open with it, because if you're more open with it, it pretty much it'll just take. I'm just trying to say, take down the culture of demonizing it in public, because everyone experience either sex or adult content in their life. And it's making awkward the fact that y'all trying to hide it. Like how cartoons nowadays is trying to be, like, let me just say it like this. You don't need to have a cartoon meant for kids and have the girl, spread out in suggestive ways. No, you don't need to do that. But just hiding her, make it to where a female don't even look like a female, just like hiding her boobs, hiding her face, and all that stuff to make it not suggestive. It's like, it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Like with the
They're
Powerpuff
doing
Girls
too much at that point.
They took out Miss Bellum. They took out Miss Bellum in Powerpuff Girls reboot, and they took out Miss King's boobs because I guess they didn't want to show kids that women have figures. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
This is why kids grow up to be, I want to say this is the reason why kids grow up to be. There's like a whole bunch of factors, but kids are not stupid. Please stop doing that. When kids look at their mother, oh, mom got tits. Yes, that is true. Your mom got tits. Your dad is grown. Your dad has abs. Your dad has muscular. Your dad has a beard. Your mom has hair. She has tits. She has a figure, what I'm trying to say.
And that's if they didn't let themselves go.
It helps distinguish, what I'm trying to say, it helps distinguish between a man and a woman. It is awkward to say that, I know, but it's the truth.
Now, this is why people ask why my generation after me have so many sexual deviants with it. I'm like, it's because y'all keep trying to demonize this stuff, so people are going crazy.
Yeah.
How about you educate them?
It's the reason why like not a lot of guys are. It's the reason why like a lot of guys is not having a good time hooking up with women is because nobody's teaching them how to hook up with women, or a lot of them don't teach them like how because when they in a relationship, the first thing they pop in their mind is sex, and if you don't have that adult figure that teach you how to have sex properly and the ideas and everything you need to have sex properly, like the ideal and the mentorship of it and like how to go through it and how to experience and how to calm yourself down. Without that, it's like what Epic said, without that, it's going to make them go crazy.
And absolutely everything goes sideways, like what's going on right now.
Like, it's just crazy. But like I said, I mean, They're blocking these people from getting money that other people gave to them. Other people who supported this gave them money.
Yeah.
To make this. And they're like, nope, you can't use the money.
This is definitely a suable offense, or it should be.
You breaking your term? No. The thing is, you're breaking your own terms of service because if they said, "Oh, like they're doing prostitution," they're not doing prostitution. Somebody just said, "Oh, the game's kind of linked to prostitution," even though it's probably not. You didn't even. I bet you, like I said, they didn't look into this. They just heard.
Yeah, or the game's plot had it, and they overreacted.
The game has stuff like, the casting couch, which is a real thing in Hollywood, where, this person's an idol. And, to be an idol sometimes, it's not who you know, it's who you blow. And it shows off.
It's not who you know, it's who you blow. It's not who you know, it's who you blow.
It definitely shows off that part. And, and people are like, oh, the Daniel Radcliffe's in this movie. Oh, I didn't know Daniel Radcliffe was in this movie. But yeah, and it basically showed off that, and they're like, oh no, oh no, boobies, no, and they just got scared. And I'm not understanding. Like you're blocking these people from getting money they legally attain.
And that's the part that's getting me the most, and that's the part that's getting you the most too. Epic is they attain that money through legal means. They didn't do anything illegal. They just sold them a product. It's not like they're asking them to do sexual suggestions or anything like that. They showed them a product, and they bought it and everything. They should go through. There's nothing in their terms of service that should have blocked that. If they intentionally broke terms of service and they did that, then I understand. But they didn't. And now that the fact that this is an issue, they have every right. They have every right in the book to sue you.
Yeah, because like I said, that's just blowing my mind. I never knew companies could, just block you like that when you didn't even break terms of service. Like they're like, no, you can't get. Like I can understand maybe this is still kind of pushing it, but maybe they're like, okay, you can't ask for any more money on our platform. That's still kind of a gray area, but whatever. But they're like, oh, you see all this money you got from reaching your goal, you can't access any of it. So who's accessing it? Are they keeping it? Are they going to give it back to people who donated? I need to know because, like, where's this money going that they got for the game legally?
By the way, I'm not no expert in all this. So yeah, if you need to, go look up the terms of service yourself and make this decision on your own. But the internet is the Wild Wild West. Well, not even the Wild Wild West anymore. They because they're trying to control the internet now. I agree with you, Epic. Somebody should just make a website to just redirect everybody to the adult website because that can be legal, where everybody can just drop off their games. They can it's like have a Steam version before visual novels, pretty much adult visual novels. Even not even adult visual novels in general, because they're not getting a lot of attention to. And now since, porn has been looked as negative over here, they're getting even more censorship. That's becoming a problem. So, so it looks like that there's a problem and somebody needs to solve it. Will you be the one that solves it?
I might actually do this, though we're joking about it. I might actually make when I come into some money, make a launcher like that takes primarily these games, other games too, but and then they come to me, they're like, oh, Epic, we have this game right here, just look at it, as long as nothing crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bring it out here. Because this is getting ridiculous, because it's going to get to the point where these companies don't want to bring visual novels over here. There's already some companies that said they won't. Like some companies that done well, and they're like, you know what? Because of all this, it's just not feasible for us to bring it to the American audience. We're sorry. And we're just
it can sell like 2 million copies.
They actually did this with some of the Dead or Alive series. They actually did that already with that and many others.
Yeah, there's some Dead or Alive games that come up here.
They censored Senran. They tried to censor. As you know, they censored Senran Kagura with the newer games. They told him, "Hey, you're gonna either have to censor, or you're not gonna make it." And I think the guy. Let me read up on that because I did. I think Menos. I think you know about it when they tried to censor Senran Kagura, and the guy was like, I'm not gonna do that, or I'm not either let me make my game or I'm not gonna make it at all. And he just didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what happened with 7, and that's and it was definitely shown after it kind of got with Jet Girls, had their soul, basically had their soul taken out. Well, the game basically had its soul taken out.
yeah. So I mean, it's just really weird. I don't know how. I don't understand the West, especially the United States, with the soul. I don't know. This right here this to me seems illegal.
It's
PayPal
going
and
to be
Kickstarter blocked you out for getting money you legally attained.
it's going to be to a point where the government or the police, if you even think of a sexual thought, they're going to arrest you for it. Like
It's gonna be just like that anime.
Yeah, Shimoneta.
Yep, it's gonna be just like
And
it.
that's one of the universes that I honestly want to obliterate the most.
That's where we're going right now. It seems like just dirty thoughts. Oh no, you gotta go. It's like, bro, like what? Or it's gonna be like that. If anyone's ever read that book, The Giver, it's gonna be like that.
I'm telling you, it's like it's humans are animals. It's an animalistic instinct to try to mate or try to meet somebody new and mate. It's in our DNA because we're animals. And sex needs to be on our mind because it's kind of like an animalistic drive to keep us going. Unless you're asexual or anything like that, because it's different for each person.
Yeah, the thing
If
about
try
it,
to
Yeah.
control that or hold that in,
animals have
for a long period
the
of time,
need
they go
to
crazy.
animals have need to procreate, and it's in every animal essentially. You see jaguars, you see tigers, humans. You need to
Yeah.
procreate, and it's fine. Like I said with that book, The Giver. I'm not talking about a movie. That movie sucked. What they will give you, they give you certain pills, like when you had those feelings, to get rid of those feelings.
I think I need to read that book now because you said
Yeah.
it sucked.
So
I might want to read that book.
yeah, they call it the stirrings. And you had those start having those feelings, they give you pills to take where you stop having those feelings. And yeah.
Yeah, and it basically messes up your body in the long run, correct?
Oh, basically.
That definitely would.
I would like a world full of creativity and people do their passion and the creativity as they see fit. If they're not hurting anybody or not doing anything illegal, they've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
we have
clearly,
rules for a
Toffer
reason.
has done nothing wrong here.
Yeah, we have rules for a reason. You didn't break the rules, then there's no reason to punish you. I don't understand.
Selling a sex game is not breaking the rules. If it was, you're all in legal right to do what you need to do. But if they're not, you have no legal standings to do so. Stop making up bullshit because they're selling shit just because it's a sex game. That's it.
Yeah.
If it was any other game, you wouldn't give a fuck. Because you heard sex or you heard something that's probably linked to real life situations that had sex and shit. Because let's be honest, in Hollywood, not even Hollywood, certain places of the world, some people had to get into certain positions by having sex. It ain't our decisions. We don't recommend that, but they did what they do. They did what they had to do to get into those spots. It is what it is. That's the realistic outcome.
Yeah, that's the reality of it, and I don't know. This just hurts my head to just see stuff like this. I'm like,
it seriously hurts.
Because if I'm one of the people who donated to PayPal or to Kickstarter, I'm gonna be pretty upset because this company has, for example, Topher has made other stuff, and Topher has delivered on what they, Kickstarter. This is not the first Kickstarter.
Yeah, far from it.
Yeah, they've had many successful Kickstarters, and they delivered each time. So people saw, okay, this Kickstarter was successful. This campaign was successful, so we're going to get, what they advertise. It's like, well, sorry, guys, we can't access our Kickstarter or PayPal because it was blocked out because they don't, the powers that be don't like the content we have. I was like, wait, what?
And make sure that y'all know the fact that there is no refunds. There is no refunds. You don't get that money back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they going to break their own rules and give the people the money back like Kickstarter or PayPal? Because It doesn't make any sense to me because this money went to the company's, Kickstarter to PayPal, and before they get access, it's like, oh wait, we don't like what your game's about, so we're gonna block it. It's like, so where's this money going? Because if you guys are keeping the money, that's a whole nother conversation at that. This is just stupid. This makes no sense to me.
Yeah, this can't be legal.
It just doesn't
Funny
feel
how we don't want to build a. Funny how we don't want to build a utopia, but we actually living in one. But that's deep. But that doesn't need to be that one. But it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I hope they get. I hope
their ivory towers and just walk right here in the actual real world. Come off the ivory towers.
Okay, let's not get that deep. Let's keep
move
moving.
it.
Is that the last one?
No. The next one is the censored game of the show. And we've already spoiled this before. The censored game of the show is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, the PlayStation version.
See, that was their first problem, bringing the PlayStation, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was your first mistake.
Oh yeah. If you're ones that actually hadn't ran into the game, we will have a spoiler. We will have a spoiler warning here.
I actually know the creator of Doki Doki Literature Club. Like not personally, but I met him at a Smash tournament. I beat him in pools. Haha. But
yeah, go up there a little bit, don't you, boy?
Congrats.
I'm gonna keep doing that on him. I'm like, hey, bro, you remember while Luigi beat you? He was like, yo, shut up. Yeah, exactly. But
you didn't need to do that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're apparently censoring Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, the PS4, the PlayStation version of Doki Doki Literature Club is, well, part of their violence got censored.
I knew it was
this one.
I knew it was this.
I mean, it's a bright and cheery game. I never heard Doki Doki's Literature has violence in it.
Well, there's a part where a character kills herself or stabs herself multiple times to kill herself.
I know. I'm being cold.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
this is the part here.
And they decided
it
they were
like
gonna.
She got a fungus going off her dang belly.
Yes, what they censor it to looks worse actually.
Yeah.
Though it looks like she's stabbed into the ether where my glasses went to. Honestly.
Yeah.
But
I should have another hand.
Yeah.
I should have another hand coming from the back. Like what?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah,
bro.
she does here.
Yeah, she got another hand, bro. She going to the shadow realm, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, Sony seriously wasn't kidding when they directly said they were going for the violence. So here, in the censored version, they changed the blood to black, and instead of blood spraying out, there are pixels. Also, this looks like more like a glitch version, so there's a third hand over here. The uncensored literally every other version has this uncensored version.
Well, let's not hide it. This game is like very, very fucking old. Yeah, I don't know. It's a horror light novel, which is just a fucking good. It was a fucking great idea at its time, and it still is a great idea. Hey, let's take this innocent thing and spin it on its head. Because I don't know why everybody likes being an isekai protagonist, but it happens. But I hate the fact that they're just being like, what, blood doesn't exist anymore or something? even though it says it's an infomature game.
Yeah, this one's a light M. Now this one's a light M, not a hard M.
Yeah, this isn't even a hard M like Grand Theft Auto. I don't.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like graphic novel.
Yeah.
Novel seem to be what gets censored the most.
Yeah, this just has a violent scene and a few fuck words.
Sony, it's infomature. It's not AO.
No, Sony, you had a sex scene in one of your own games.
And it's nasty!
But you want to censor stuff on these novels. I don't understand.
What are you talking about? That sex scene, the Last of Us sex scene, that was hot. Hot shit.
Yeah, exactly. Hot novels. It was hot garbage.
Oh!
But and it happened, and that was a Sony studio that made it, or Night Dog, and they had no problem with that. As a matter of fact, Neil Cuckman actually tweeted out about that scene, how he's proud about it, and Sony's like, "Hey, listen, we can't show this girl stabbing herself. Why? We showed Joe get beaten to death with a bat. Listen, but we can't show a girl stabbing herself. Why? I don't know. We just can't."
Catherine, they censored a lot of Catherine,
Yeah,
and it did
that
nothing
too.
wrong.
I saw pussies out there doing 2,000.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense.
Like we've said before, this is definitely a double standards issue where except it's not just Japanese origin games anymore, it's also anime themed games as well, since Doki Doki Literature Club happens to be Western origined,
Yeah.
but has an anime theme.
Do you have the Indies talk? Do you have the PlayStation Indies topic about PlayStation on your thing or no? I'm talking to you, Manos.
I don't think he has it.
No, I don't.
All right. So what's pretty much happened is, because this probably is related to the thing that they're doing now, the old censorship. If you're an indie dev on PlayStation, they give you no freedom. They give you no feedback. They give you no contact, no deals or anything at launch or nothing. Everything has to go by Sony. And the problem is their system is so outdated that the fact that pretty much they don't have good context over there. So it's pretty much bullshit.
Oh yeah, the Sony check, I've heard.
Yeah. I mean, all I gotta say is check out how Eddie Raja died in Uncharted. That's all I'm saying about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joel didn't need to die in the story because it didn't make sense. That's why I didn't like Last of Us 2. Like, how the story is just didn't really make sense. It's not consistent with what you thought the character's going to go, and making it be like, oh, you should have been like this. It's trying to make the player feel stupid is what I have the problem, the issue with Last of Us 2. But we don't need to go into that. Let's just keep it going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, speaking of which, yeah, Sony's trying to be the middleman to pretty much all the other game rating systems, which, by the way, that's definitely stupid. Especially when that's supposed to be the job of the game rating systems in the first place.
Sony, guess what? If it's N for mature, they can show blood. If it's T for teen, they can show blood, but not a lot of it. If it's E for everyone, they can't show blood. This is not an E for everyone game. This is an M for mature game.
Yeah. In E10 Plus can show mild blood, but that's it.
Talk about they being anti-consumer. They're just being dickheads, because I know they're just trying to get attention because they're being dickheads right now.
Yeah. And that's why pretty much about no one wants to mess with you. Well, no one but those dedicated to them anyway.
Now everyone wants the PS5 because they don't really care about indie games like this. They only care about fucking Spider-Man and Last of Us and all that shit. They care about first party more than they care about the indies. And the problem is right now with Sony, indies are getting fucked right now. Literally, figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
And a lot more people.
And that's why indies are flocking to anywhere else but them.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much most.
You go ahead, Epic, if you need to say anything, because guess I'm finished.
I mean, let me get closer to the mic. Sony, you remember when Nintendo were the ones always blocking indies and stuff, and Sony was known as, good guy Sony. They're the ones who will let you release the game that you wanted. What happened?
Yeah, they switched places.
Drugs.
They switched places, and Sony switched locations too.
Yeah, they switched to California, and they said, "Hey, let's change it." And
Yeah.
I have no problem with California. I don't want to say anything about that. It's just California's views on certain things makes no sense.
I think they're trying to adapt to the new generations because I think back around 2000, when I was born, I was so lost, got censored, and I remember some stuff too. Like, I think now is that a lot of games are being censored because of the new audience that's going around too. But at the same time, I think some of the new audience are trying to stand up to that, saying that we want to see what it actually Wizarding was look like before you guys censored it. And I think they're trying to adapt to that too. You know, the views of people from 2000 is getting really soft.
I don't think I have anything else here.
I beat this. Me and Epic keep beating this point to death. It's like the last things we were saying earlier. Stop censoring games. Stop censoring authors'
Yeah,
visions
just
and
stop
stuff.
this.
Just because you think you're right. If you want that game on the system, have that game on the system. It's already been rated. The vision's already been through. Unless it's like I think Sony needs a moderator.
They really do.
They're trying to
They really
be the
do.
moderator. That's the problem.
And what I mean by moderator, I mean before trying to censoring the games upright, have somebody from the company not play through, look through the whole game, and they dictate if that game's coming to that platform or not.
Or they should they should have just leave it to the actual game rating systems, like everyone else has always been.
But here's the thing: when I say it like that, is when they have a game moderator and have somebody actually let it on the system, they can let it on the system without them altering it. But if they don't want to let it on the system, then they can be like, "No, we don't want you on the system." And then they'll actually show what games are actually going to be on the system. Like, no, we don't want your get either accept it in its entirety, or don't get the game on that platform at all. Well, that's not fair. We want the game on that platform. They accept the game in its entirety and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Stop censoring games.
Yeah, please.
That's the whole story.
Anything else before we move it?
Nope.
Nah.
All right, now we're on to the last bits, but we just have one totally dumb thing happened, and of course it's at Twitch.
Ooh, my favorite person of all. Fucking Twitch. I fucking
Apparently
Which the best platform in the world, not. But yeah.
Streamers are confused after Twitch bans some cartoon bird emote for quote-unquote suggestive content.
Wait, bird emote?
Yeah, that bird emote.
Ooh.
So it was a black bird twerking.
I can just imagine some guy going, "Oh yeah, such a big booty boy."
Yeah.
They as a thing eye boy. But
seriously, this is just dumb.
But that looked cute though, and also good like animation though. It looked really cute, and I like it a lot. As a personal fucking artist, I love it a lot. I don't know why that we banned. It's probably like a joke to them, or this is like disrespectful for them. That's why they banned it, or
no, they're just messing around. But Twitch thought that was legit imagery of sexual content or nudity, according to article. So this thing apparently got shut down. But hot tub streams are fine.
A choking emote though already? How come that didn't get banned?
Hot tub streams, body paint streams, especially
hot tub, body paint, farting ASMR, Russian twerk contests. That's still allowed.
But animated bird twerking is where you draw the line.
See? I want the animated bird to do a Dougie.
Actually, when you say it like that, that's so ridiculous.
I'm not understanding where Twitch is like, yo, you can't say the word simp. You can't say incel, but you can call someone coon. I'm not, what?
What?
I don't understand.
Here's the thing with Twitch. I think we already know. They're overdoing it. They don't want to bully. They don't want any anti-bullying. They don't want no sexual content or anything like that. They want it. They don't even like women or they don't even like women or guys to just dress. Guys dress comfortably like that anymore because they're afraid that little they're afraid that little Timmy on the other side of the screen is gonna have a boner. Which, by the way,
God,
they let that place
which,
become.
by the way,
sorry,
Twitch had a porn. Someone was playing porn on Twitch one time, and they didn't get caught. I remember they didn't get caught until somebody said something.
I remember that streamer I told you about.
Oh yeah, it was linked in
playing random hentai.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I heard that one.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, what you doing?"
God.
There was also one incident where someone else was streaming porn, and it was linked to Ninja. It was linked to Ninja's page back when he left for Mitzer.
Yep.
He's like, oh no, she has a dildo. What's the dildo do? Oh god. I think they should do, because they're afraid that some kids is just gonna click on some guy randomly and then they're gonna see some shit and then they're gonna tell mom and then mom is gonna have to call and they're gonna have a problem with their hands. You know what's gonna mitigate this? You're gonna have to do the whole YouTube situation. Be like, this streamer is not meant for kids. Have like a slider saying, hey, this is only meant for adult audience. If you're under this and this age, then you can't click on the channel. Will they do that? No, they're lazy.
Yeah.
No, you know
they have done that for some streams, but other than
there is that on Twitch.
Yeah,
there's certain streams I go to where I have to press yes, I'm of age and verify my account to watch the stream. All you have to do is for each stream that's considered, suggestive, just automatically have it do that.
Yeah, the same happened with me.
Because if you're a pretty woman and you're getting money because you're a pretty woman, yeah, go ahead and do that because that's your shtick. That's your shtick. And if dumbasses want to give you money, to let them be at that.
Yeah, that's if I'm not mad at hot tub streams. I'm not mad at body paint streams.
Yeah,
it's the
management and staff that's the problem here.
Yeah,
they're why
if you're literally having sex on the stream, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your thing saying you're immature and you're wearing, if your stream is like adult and you're wearing a bikini or if you're wearing a tank top, you shouldn't get banned for that. If they came to see that, then let them come to see that. If you're not doing anything sexual or suggestive. But if you're over here saying, if you're over here like a white guy or black, not even black guy, white guy just saying the N-word of being racist because you think that's edgy and funny, if those are the type of person to should get banned. But Twitch, since they don't got a lot of people over there, they got like a limited staff. They should properly moderate. I'm tired. No, I'm tired of this because I'm gonna go back into circles. I'm gonna keep saying the exact same thing. You need to moderate your content. But they're not gonna moderate their content. I don't want to. I'm not gonna keep going back and forth. They just,
And they moderate the weirdest things. Like I said, they'll like, oh, we'll have this stuff in here, but this is where we draw a line. I mean, okay. Someone can call me a coon or a spook or call someone cracker or, other racial slurs, but when it comes to saying simp, nah, you don't get it when it comes.
Yeah, apparently you can't say simp, thought, or incel back there because it applies to a lot of the staff, but apparently other racial slurs are fine.
Yeah, I'm just
you can still call people coons. I think, did they censor the N-word or is the N-word still good?
The N-word with the hard R is censored.
The hard R is censored, the A is fine.
Oh, wow.
So, I go on there and say, wigger. Like, what's up, my wiggers? I gotta be up in there. What's up, my wiggers? The hell this man is
What's up, my wiggers?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I want to go on Twitch now. The bell game.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, my wigger? What? That's all I want.
Oh yeah, I remember being somewhere else. I remember being somewhere else where apparently some other places are already either banning the term trigger warning or banned the term trigger, and a lot of the people that were in chat was saying, "What, my trigger?" Or "What's good, trigger?"
They're trying to find other words to say the N word so they won't get caught.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
I'm getting triggered because Twitch is the ones who got rid of the whole blind playthrough. Because, and I said this before. Someone said that I was mean for saying this, but I'm like, what blind person is watching Twitch?
I mean,
No.
I
It's
can name
sad,
a
but it's
few.
true. It's sad, but it's true. Like they can listen,
Yeah,
but they can't see shit. So.
That's like it's like when it like because that was what Twitch thing is like when blind people see the term blind playthrough. I'm like, nah, I gotta stop you right there. When they what?
It's funny, but it's true. It's like, what if like don't say the word deaf person, it's offend them, but they're deaf. They can't hear. How they,
What
if
can
they
hear?
like, they'll only know if they like put like the fucking closed caption on. And some of the, like a lot of streams don't have closed captions. You'll be surprised how many streams actually use closed captions on their stream.
And even the ones that
Not a
do,
lot.
it's like okay, so or are they saying anything derogatory? No, but that's like, oh, we had to ban blind playthrough because that's ableist talk. I'm like, what blind person is watching Twitch? I just like to, if you can show me the blind person who's watching Twitch, I just like to know, because if they're watching it, they're not blind. But that's all I'm saying.
Definitely not.
Stop trying to be politically correct, because you always come out incorrect from that. it's the weirdest conundrum ever. The companies and people try to be completely politically correct always come out incorrect, or always come out wrong.
Yeah, there's actually a person on Twitch who is legally blind, and they do Legend of Zelda speed runs based off of sound, and they had a problem with it, and they actually made jokes about blind playthroughs, saying, I always do blind playthroughs because I can't see, and that was their whole shtick.
I will literally watch that guy.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't understand who was getting offended. Who got offended by this emote? Twitch just doesn't make sense with the stuff they decide to censor and stuff they decide to keep.
I just think it looked cute as hell.
It looks very cute. It's
Yeah,
cartoon.
shake your little booty, man. Shake your little booty. Don't let no one tell you to do.
Like I said, these companies need like a moderator, and not like a bad moderator. Like, is it wrong? I understand you can't view every stream, but is it wrong to pay like a couple of people to just, I wouldn't say watch every stream, but just pop in time to time and write things down to make sure, not the low end people, like the high end people, to make sure that nobody's saying some stupid shit, or even then there's caveats to that, because if somebody says some stupid shit, they can like save the clip, they can like write a report, and then they can send a warning. Send a warning. Give people the 3 strikes you're out rule. Make 3 warnings, and if they don't follow the 3 warnings, then ban them. Don't just ban them, bring them back. Ban them again, then bring them back. Then ban them again, then bring them back. No, 3 warnings, strikes you're out. See, I'm giving you some free ideas. Take it as you will.
Yeah, because it was a game I played. One of the modelers for the game came to our chat too, and we were like, "Who are you?" And said, "Oh, we one of the game creators. We one of the modelers game creators too. We worked on the game creator and stuff too. We just came in here to see how you guys doing, so teaching you guys acting the fool." I was like, "Oh, so you basically just moderator?" I said, "Yeah, because to make sure you guys ain't acting the fool, so you guys say anything inappropriate or doing anything bad, we can just give you a couple strikes here and there, and then just ban you, see how you guys doing, so that kind of like watching you guys." See, baby, us. Hell yeah, we all don't fuck up. Damn. That basically had to deal with us. Because the basically just model us, see how we doing.
Yeah, by the way, I know everybody else know, but if you're like, listen to the video version, some of y'all already know it, but when a new game comes out, the devs will literally secretly pop into the top, I wouldn't say top, not always at the top, but will pop into people's streams on Twitch to see if they're enjoying or not enjoying the game. You know why? It's called feedback. Take the fucking feedback.
Oh, yeah.
The voice, the way how you say it was, take the damn feedback, please, God. The agony of pleading is like, that's the part that's selling the point to me. Like, he pleading to you bastards, please God, Christ and Mary and Joseph, take the damn feedback.
That's
Get
the
this
problem with
ideas
Twitch.
I put
They
out
don't
there.
want to
Please.
take proper feedback. And then, oh, go ahead, Epic.
I'm saying, y'all remember when people were hyping up Twitch as if it was better than YouTube was gonna be YouTube killer?
Yeah, I remember that
Yeah.
shit. It was like YouTube or something like that.
They try to make a section where you can like make videos on Twitch. That didn't work.
That sadly didn't work.
And it's like, yeah, and Twitch now has been in the news more than YouTube. Twitch has been messed up. And the thing is, it's not even like YouTube's gotten better. YouTube's gotten worse. It's just Twitch has gotten so bad that it is more newsworthy than YouTube because it just keeps being stupid.
Yeah.
When you make YouTube look good, you know you done something wrong. That's all I'm saying about that. I mean, I love YouTube. I'm on the platform right now, but it has its flaws.
Yeah, same.
And Twitch's flaws are so apparent. I can't go on it right now
Yeah,
because
same.
YouTube will censor your video and then still let you get sued over it.
Yeah.
While Twitch,
They're that whacked out.
While Twitch will strike you for a video that you already took down, and you can't remove the strike.
Yeah.
Twitch is like, yo, we're gonna strike you for this video.
God help you. And God help you if YouTube thinks your content's for kids. When you already marked that it isn't for kids at all.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah, seriously, bad news.
Yeah, I got no subscribers on my YouTube channel, so I'm good.
I'm working on a video. I'm working on a video right now. I need to go get some stones because I'm doing a 6-year anniversary video for Dokkan, and I'm trying to show people how bad I'm getting shafted. It's fucking awful, but that's what I'm doing.
Well, you should get some scones, like some scones, like some scones, or like some stones, so you can get stones. Wait, I'll get some stones for my anniversary. Like, what the fuck you get some stones for? Like a stone from guy that had deep in the fucking ground and stuff.
Where'd you heard scones? I said stones.
I thought you said scones or stones.
Wait, scones or stones, yo?
I like to go to France. Are you gonna pay for my ticket, Darkness? You want to go get some scones together?
So shit.
You want to go get some scones together? You want to go to France, Darkness? Road trip?
Yeah, I wish I could. My cousin going to France too right now. He doing like commercials and shit. I have another cousin that do commercials in New York, and a tennis player that's my cousin Vince and Julian Williams are my cousins actually on my mom's side. So I can pop out and say hello. Whoop them.
Anyways, I'm thinking of doing a Dokkan video. That aside, the whole point of this podcast today is stop, like we say it every time, stop censoring your shit. Because at the end of the day, either they're not going to buy it or no one cares, and take proper feedback because you don't know what the community wants. Ask the community what they want. It's simple. This shit is simple, but yet complex. There you go.
Yeah.
Free feedback.
All right. Now, with that being said, are we ready for the last topic?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Darkness trying to go to sleep. I'm getting tired myself.
All right. So this ultra rare copy of the original NES Zelda just sold for $870,000 US. No kidding here. They seriously did that.
I mean, no doubt. That's
not
amazing.
surprised.
I would love to sell something and make that much money because I like money. But yeah.
I like money. I like making money off of fucking suckers like you. But yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah.
According to the article, it already had a lot of high bids, but the final price was $870K.
Hey, that's what you want to do. And if you got the money for it, that's what you want to do. Godspeed.
Mm-hmm.
Just no, I wouldn't do that shit.
Congratulations either way.
Emulators are made for a reason.
But I'm surprised, someone would you want to buy that though. Is that the last? Is that the last like copy of it on Earth, or like?
No.
Oh.
No, it's
Nope.
just it's an unopened copy of the original NES Zelda.
Yeah, entirely unopened.
And the reason why I'm not surprised is literally because remember when somebody bought the Charizard for like $1,000? I think it was like more than $1,000. I forgot how much
Oh
it
yeah,
was.
Oh,
that
totally.
that original
PSA.
shiny Charizard, yeah.
Yeah, the PSA 10 Charizard, and then they bought that for like a lot of money. I'm not surprised that people are being fucking ludicrous and buying it. I just, it is what it is. You want to buy it, you want to buy it. It's not shocking to me anymore. I just hope that the next person buys something like that, donates it to a game museums to make sure that, I say put it on display if you're going to do it or something like that. Because if you're going to play it, if you're going to ruin it and play it, I think your money just went down the shitter because you could have got an emulator for free.
Yeah. That's all for that in anyone's case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then, we've reached the end. Let's get in these outros.
That's all, folks.
All right, but seriously, DC.
Brittany went. Nicole San Diego went down. Hot Shot went down. And I'm like the last standing. Well, I'm not even the last standing.
No.
We're the last standing, and I'm out. Superstar DC out.
The Dark One.
I'm going back to the hall. See you bastards later. On the other side.
And this has been Master Menos. Until next time, be seeing ya.
Wait, what about Epic?
Yeah, Epic.
Yeah, this is Epic Steve, the big boss of the podcast. You guys have a good one. See ya. Peace.
See ya later.
Why the heck I sent some dabbing? I sent somebody dabbing. Who the freak dabbed?
Current year.
Having on like.
Wow.
I sent somebody dabbed. Who the heck dabbed?